there.
I was there too.
I'm going in blind.
Did
I
Did
did
anybody
watch
watch?
some of it.
What did you
I
guys? Because what I'm looking for is what did you guys think of like peppering in like the AI art and stuff? Some of the art was like way off the mark, but it was so wild. I was like, you know what, we're gonna do that anyway because that's like way better than what I would have come up
uh
with.
I because we're playing, and you're recording separately from the actual from what we're actually seeing. Like we didn't see that during the game. So when
Yeah.
it showed up, I was at first like, whoa. And then my second reaction was like, that's AI art.
Oh yeah,
so
it was.
I mean it's so
Like they have
obviously
fingers.
Mhm.
well, I not even it's just got that color tone to it. But I thought
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. I don't think it mattered how tied to things are. I mean, in these games, the especially if you put people into those images, you're never going to get it right.
Yeah.
I guess they could be background people, a street full of cyberpunk whatever if you're playing a cyberpunk game, but like the opening scene I think was us in the above the cathedral, and there were people in that picture. I'm like, I guess those are our roommates that we didn't talk about.
They
That
were
was us.
roommates.
And we're using AR art because we don't pay Matt, so he can't afford real art. So we had to use whatever we could find.
We got to steal art from other
We
people.
got, and it's not great art. Well, let's be realistic. It's AI art. It's not going to be great.
No,
But if we
it's
ever
not.
hit it big like Critical Role, then we'll pay for an artist. So keep watching, whoever the hell's watching this.
We just
Yeah.
gotta
We can get an Etch-a-Sketch or something, maybe.
Kickstarter, man. We'll
And
just
that's
kickstart.
right.
Yeah, but AI is evil. You've all seen the Terminator, so we don't need to rehash that.
I've seen them all.
Yeah, I don't want to alienate my fan base yet, so I'm just gonna keep my opinions on AI.
Yeah, I wonder what our
myself.
fan base is like. Like, who's their favorite?
Well, the fan base is me on my other
Oh.
profile, so I'm the
Watching
favorite.
all his devices.
Oh, that's
Astroturfing.
so you're
Yeah.
the other 63
Wait.
I
subscribers.
got
so
like
the-
six. I got like six like old phones, and
the
they each have
art
their own
and the
YouTube
viewers
account.
are fake. Man.
What?
Man,
Everything about my Jimmy is fake. No, I did want to say though, if MCDM can get away with kickstarting millions of dollars for like a live play show, and then do like 10 episodes, and still
Those are
be like
expensive,
the darling of the industry, yeah, we can do it
No.
too.
okay,
starting
but
beef.
in
Call-
fairness,
call out
Matt
P. Diddy.
Cole, I do think Matt Colville puts together some good stuff. I don't
yeah.
care about Draw Steel. I don't care about D&D, but of all of the early D&D tubers, it was him and just a couple others that I think were really putting out some high quality guidance to people that were coming into the games for the first time.
Absolutely. I will watch Colville back to back to back.
Right. I mean, so I didn't back any of his stuff because it's more in that 5e D&D space, but I did watch a ton of his videos, and hey, more power to him.
I backed all his stuff, but I don't like the guy. Are you watching, Matt?
Of course, I'm the only one who watches.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy pandering to the audience that we don't have. So, one day, man, one day.
Yeah. Hey, we're up to like 90 subscribers. They're out there.
What? Really?
Yeah.
90?
90.
Wow, that's all of Matt's solo gaming
there's-
people.
So if you, as long as we're on
Bastion.
this tangent, if you go to the channel analytics, the top 3 videos of all things, this completely surprises me. 1, Mystic Bastion Land. That's the Knights one. Is far and away the most viewed episode, and I think that's because there are no other live. We're the only live play. Of
we're the
Mystic.
winners.
There's a lot of people. Yeah, we beat them to market, boys.
Woo!
There's a lot of people doing the world building of Mystic Bastion Land, but no one's playing it, as far as I could discern. So if you want to watch people play it, it's us. Even though we get half of it wrong, as the comments like to let us know.
Well, they should make
Well, you
their
don't
own.
read the comments.
What would the Green Knight
Jeez.
do?
No, even the correcting comments were extremely supportive. They were like, just by the way, you should know. So
That's nice.
I've always maintained I love rules lawyers at my table as long as they're polite about it.
Right.
Because I don't read. So
Actually,
I mean, it takes
Objection.
some of the effort off of you. It's one thing you can offload it to like resident rules lawyer.
Yep. And then the next two are, if going from memory, are kicking off Cyborg solo play, which was the first thing I decided to solo play. And what's interesting is watching like the steady decline of views for like progressive episodes. So I think that's it. But I think that's how everyone says it goes, is people watch like the first episode of something and then they don't keep going. And then the third one is that Morkborg solo thing, like the prison dungeon generator thing. I forget what it's called. But I recorded that like a billion years ago and people still watch it today, which is interesting. One guy, my favorite comment on that one is he's like, because I put like some ambiance in the background, which is like dungeon sounds, which is like chains rattling and stuff like that. And the guy's like, I'm way too high for the background sounds of this video.
Yeah.
Sunset, like,
Well, man, this is like too much.
Your warm demeanor does not offset this like terrible experience that's happening in my mind now.
Ooh, I'm going to roll.
I love that comment so much. I do.
That's fun.
Yeah. So anyway, so for the last Sawyer's thing, I decided it's like, as long as I was editing stuff and I had like like 3/4 of the screen to fill, I was like, let's do some AI art.
Yeah.
And I just did like one blush with ChatGPT. I was like, this is the scene, da 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 da, and whatever kicked out, I was like, that's fine. And my favorite result, if you guys will scrub through and find that bartender woman, I think her name was Margaret. She is awesome looking. Her head is like 3/4 too small for her gigantic erect body, which is so cool. And at first I was like, this doesn't make any sense, but
World of Warcraft proportions or something.
yes, but I thought it actually fits Swyvers pretty good. You know, maybe she had some sort of childhood illness that stopped her head from growing. That seemed on brand.
That's fun.
So with that said, I remember we didn't get very far into the
mansion
Lindholm
type thing.
To the mansion,
estate.
yeah.
The Lindholm estate, yeah. And in fact, the front door is still wide open, which is how Dirk is. Your good buddy Dirk is going to catch up to y'all.
Oh, hi.
Dirk, what do you have something off the cuff for what waylaid you from
I have no
joining
idea.
the group on this escapade?
I don't know. I don't even know where we're at. What is this place?
Did you watch
Set the
video?
scene, Matt. Set the scene.
Oh, I was
Okay.
just walking by and there was a
Oh
house,
no!
maybe?
Dirk was your what errand was Dirk on when you guys got the job from Cornelius's cousin? Anybody? What? Dirk was sent out to go get somebody, please. Something stupid that only Dirk could get his hands on.
Cheese?
Oh, I got you that cheese.
I was totally thinking cheese as well. Because
Yeah,
Brian,
The cheese has it.
that
So-
or a new.
To go with the sandwiches.
You know, it took quite a bit, but I did steal that cheese for you all. Why did
All
you
right,
want
Dirk.
cheese again?
Add D4 wheels of cheese to your character's inventory.
Wheels?
Jesus,
Oh my.
Wheels of cheese, yeah.
Skyrim now?
I got one wheel of cheese.
All right, Dirk, you failed. All right, Dirk, while you were out on this cheese mission, the rest of the gang, because you guys are a gang of thieves, right? Met Cornelius's cousin, who also worked in the same church that you guys were like squatting in, and said like, "Hey, I know someone who knows someone who has like a lead on like a juicy target." And that led the group to go talk to Margaret over at the. Do you guys remember what the name of the tavern was? It was like the something Badger, like the
Angry
Badger.
Yeah, the Angry Badger.
What badger isn't angry?
Right. That's like saying frozen tundra, right? And Margaret said like, "Hey, I heard of this estate down in the Long Beef district, the Long Beef neighborhood. These guys called the what's the family name? Scrolling. The Linsor family.
Source, yeah.
The
And the
Lindsors,
long
yeah,
beef
they
estate.
haven't been seen coming in and out of their ancestral home for a long time. And, Margaret led you guys to believe that the Lindsors are probably all dead inside, right? Because they're not coming or going. So she's like, go check it out, and why don't you pick it over before anyone else can? And so the party adventured from their home turf, which is a neighborhood called the Plow, through the jail district, which is like the best district for a bunch of thieves. Right under their noses, right? We got into some chicanery through the jail district, and then ended up in Long Beef and the Lindsor estate. And if I'm not mistaken, the group decided to just walk in the front door, like you do.
Oh.
Yep. And they were pilfering. Are we all looking at Owlbear Rodeo, the first room, which was the
There's like a nice closet, I think.
just called the entrance hall. Yeah. That little room down in the corner was a closet, and just as I believe Cornelius and Annie came out bedecked in dusty but fashionable overcoats, which are worth 4 silver each, by the way.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, you both look striking.
a young man came down the stairs
Oh no.
and accosted the party and at sword
Kicked
point
her
and
ass.
said, "Yeah, retreat or have at you," right? Identifying himself as Peter the Third. And that's where we learned how important armor is, because Peter sure could take a beating.
Yeah,
Right.
four gang members really wailing on him.
Killed
At one
Grinder.
point, Grinder was like on his shoulders. Yeah, and then we killed Grinder.
Almost.
Grinder's dead?
Not well.
He's
Yes,
dead.
technically.
He's
we
technically
got
over
close.
it.
Yeah, we hurt you
But-
badly.
We came up
I
with
think
an
we're
alternative.
being a little bit forgiving to Grinder because of the sake of a one shot. But
the sake
got
of
you
not
some-
understanding.
I
the
got you
rules.
some cheese. That'll fix that right up.
so, Dirk, just as you arrive at the like front gates to the Lindsor estate, which is like a brick and mortar wall around a tall mansion, but the yardage of it is just completely overgrown. It almost looks like a jungle between you, the wall, and the building, right? You hear the sounds of mortal combat, and then just when you hear "finish him," just kidding. The double front doors of the estate smash open, and a feral-looking man in I would describe him as like ill-fitting chain shirt. He's clearly like his dad's shirt kind of a deal.
Yeah.
But he's also wielding a like a shield with like the family crest on it. I'm missing something good in Discord, aren't I? I can tell the grin's going on.
Yes.
And a sword. He's like shoving your comrades off of him, and he is like viciously snarling as he's coming, like running down the claustrophobic walkway out of the front door and into like the street, right? And he just sort of like barrels past you and your cheese wheel.
Oh.
But before he goes, he fixes you with a snarl that exposes like serrated teeth. Something that you would see on like a feral animal, right? Not on a young princeling kind of a figure. Either way, his blood is so hot. He just kind of shoves you out of the. Does he shove you out of the way?
Oh.
Do it.
Yeah, he shoves you out of the way and sort of disappears into the smog of
Nice to meet you too, you dick.
of Long Beef. And
Peter.
this leaves you guys back on to your own devices in the entrance hall of the estate. And I'll turn it over to you guys. How about first with a description of Dirk?
Oh, I have a picture. Speaking of AI art. I don't know how I mean, he actually looks pretty clean comparatively.
We're losing the free range art viewers.
Yeah, here you go.
Hey, if
that's what he
anyone
looks
wants to
like.
provide art for our games, I'm all yours.
There's
our
art.
budget
There's-
is non-existent, however.
It's Dirk, but I guess maybe he needs to be a little bit more dirty
Oh
comparatively.
yeah,
But
those teeth are way too. Although
yeah, we'll
maybe
say-
that's like Dirk's charm, is he has like weirdly straight white teeth.
oh yeah, Dirk can be just like the regular looking guy.
He's the eye candy of the group.
Oh yeah, that's why I get the
Uh,
cheese.
That's one of the
I'm the only
hobbits,
one
I
that
think.
can get the food because the rest of you weirdos, you just like are.
Nobody.
I
Which
don't even know
hobbit
what
is
you
that?
look like, to be perfectly honest.
Is that Mary or?
Dirk, how's your first aid?
Oh, it's a little bit of Pippin. No.
Yeah.
So what did you say, Cornelius?
Oh yeah, how's your first aid? And I'll turn around. There's like a crossbow bolt embedded in my side.
Oh, yeah, everything's good. I got the cheese. I don't know why you wanted it. It's very strange that you wanted cheese when going into this mansion.
You've got to treat his wound with cheese.
What? I didn't quite get that.
You've got to treat my wound with cheese. I
Oh,
got
yeah.
stabbed.
Oh no, you got stabbed there. Yeah, well, cheese might not be the best thing to fix that one, but we could try. And then I
Eat
start
it.
like cutting a little
the
piece
hit
of
points come
cheese
back.
off and putting it over his wound.
sorry,
All
are we-
right, give me that.
We're
Give me the
packing wounds
cheese.
with cheese? Is that what we're doing?
Oh, it seems like it might work.
You silly twats.
I think
Yeah.
Grinder is just laying on the floor, curled up in a ball. at
Yeah,
this point.
Grinder got like flayed open.
Yeah,
Ian,
I'm
what's your
mistaken.
character's name?
Oh, Finn.
And
Oh,
Finn
hi, Finn.
Bingham.
Okay.
Every now and then you
I'll
hear a
change
little
my name on
whimper.
here.
Oh, what's wrong with Grinder over there? Oh, he might have got it grinded into the dirt or to the ground.
Yeah, we might have hit him a little bit.
Yeah.
yeah.
Was we were trying to hit the young fella
Oh, you hit
on his
him.
way up.
Oh, you did a good job. I wish I had something to help you with. You want some cheese? Oh, here you go. He said, yeah, I heard that. I heard it.
Moving his
Yeah.
jaws for him to like
Yeah.
mash up the
Oh,
cheese.
oh, better. It's just like Skyrim.
let's take him upstairs and see if we can find something to patch up the twat with. Look at him.
He's in pretty bad shape.
Yeah.
I guess
Who was that
how
nasty-looking fella?
did you want to handle that, Matt? I mean, the last time, basically, I'm supposed to be completely out, and I think
Yeah.
we took down my health to 3, so I'm at like always at. I think that's my max health now. Is what we determined.
Okay, yeah, and then we said if ever Grinder needed to do something that required a deep breath, you're going to be
Ooh.
rolling with a penalty.
So pretty much everything.
No
Yeah.
more breaths for you.
As your like one of your lungs has collapsed.
Punctured.
essentially.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
okay.
Good news, there's no
Okay,
water
I'll-
in this mansion.
Hoist him up gingerly.
Yeah.
Uh,
How's everyone else looking right now?
Oh, I look fine.
Yep.
I'm,
I think Annie didn't get hurt at all.
I'm still healthier than most of you, but I did take a crossbow bolt to the ass.
That's right,
You
when
got,
we're running away from the
you
party.
got hit in the butt.
I was
I
running
don't
away.
remember the exact circumstances under which I got hurt. I'm sure it was during the fight, but I guess I've got 2 hit points left.
Ooh.
So I'm not
Who got shot
in
at the
peak condition.
who got shot at the little art party that we
The tea party that was being
Cornelius.
yeah.
the tea
Yeah,
party?
was
that was you.
Cornelius.
Yeah, you've had that bolt in there for a while now.
He did quite a lot.
Do we take it
Tea
out or leave it in?
parties.
Yeah, and he didn't get hurt because Peter is a chauvinist dick. So he avoided her at all costs for some reason.
Who was that
And we
guy that
were-
ran out of here?
Oh, that was. I think he lives here.
Oh,
Yeah.
live or lived? Oh.
Did you kill him?
Oh no, he just pushed me out of the way. He was kind of a dick.
and we were
You say
looking.
his teeth?
Oh, his teeth. Yeah, what was up with that? Like there were daggers in there. Or little dirks.
Maybe it was a
Oh,
demon.
teeth like this.
Well, I hope he
This
didn't
place
go,
is haunted.
go get the whatever the word for police is in this time period. What is
Get
it?
the-
Coppers?
Constabulary.
Get the coppers.
The
Opening will get
The
bobbies.
bobbies?
I
Yeah.
hope he didn't go get the bobbies.
Oh, the bobbies.
We best be quick then.
Yeah, and I
Well-
was just double checking. You guys cannot count any healing in this. You need like a full day's rest to even start. Yeah,
Oh no.
Right. Right.
yeah.
All
Good
right,
thing you
well,
got
let's
one
go
more
bleed
heat
on another
shield
room.
here.
That's okay. I will not be. I will not be jumping on the back of anybody or trying to grapple any further. Now that I understand how the rules work.
Okay.
Oh, I don't understand anything, so I can't wait to figure this out.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. I'm gonna go dump the tea bag out of my.
I think it's just out of game. It's kind of like
It was fun.
they took the idea of like if you're fighting something's gone wrong very seriously.
Right.
Oh.
Well, I mean, overall, I like it. The only thing and I think I commented this at the end of the last one is it didn't feel right to like jump on someone, get a hold of them, be grappling them, and then anytime you guys were attacking them, there was a 50% chance of hitting me.
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
like,
no.
that was
Carousel
that was
of
not
fun.
right.
So
that
that's
was
what
not
happened.
expected.
What
I
was
think
the
That's-
if you're fighting
oh,
fair,
no.
then something's gone wrong. That's
I thought
think
it was
what
fine.
it is.
I
Yeah.
thought it was fine. I thought the rules was
As did
I,
the
I
DM.
enjoyed it very much. But what was the
I'm sure you
strat?
guys did.
What was the strat? Grapple him and then drop him. Right?
Push him
It
down.
was knock him down.
Knock him
That's
down.
We need someone to
that's-
do the
Yeah,
crouch
the-
behind him thing. You know?
right.
I think
Right.
if
Tackle
Rob
seems to
had
be the
his strategy had
preferable
been to
maneuver, yeah.
knock down instead of grapple, that fight would have gone
Right.
very differently.
Differently. Yeah,
Now
I
we
know. Totally agree. Exactly.
Now we know. It
Okay,
only took
well,
one
we'll find you a
punctured
nice
lung
little
to-
bed. We'll put you on it. and,
Grinder's just going to be a little
We're not a
less
good gang.
like running into the mix.
Okay, just to recap what you guys have come across so far. The brass doors of the on the front doors, the doorknobs, I would describe them as not ropey looking. Actually,
You
pretty
really want us to take him, don't you?
pretty all right. Yeah.
I do have a door
If you guys
hinge.
wanted to take
I would
time
love
to.
I would love a door
No,
knob.
no. Finn took the picture of a dad. He thought that was a valuable thing.
If
Not the
that hasn't
gold frame.
happened yet, then I am cutting
Yeah,
that
let me
picture of his
please,
dad out
please
of the
let,
frame
let
right
me
now.
let me
Yeah.
let me carry on.
just the dad and not the rest of the pig
Not the
painting.
frame. Not the golden frame.
All right,
just
all right.
the
Just-
dad.
Everyone
just the
catch a
dad.
Always
bubble.
wanted a father figure.
Everyone catch a bubble.
Yeah. At last, me dad.
Reminds me, daddy.
Also, in this first room, I'm going to start just muting people. In this first room, hanging on the eastern wall, is a large portrait of Peter the First. And now that you maybe take a second look at it, you'd be like, yeah, Peter the Third could have been. Yeah, it kind of maps.
Oh, looks familiar.
Do you have sharp teeth?
Peter's
he's
on the
not.
wall.
He's not smiling. He's doing the blue blood like stern face. Yeah.
So that's blue
Um,
steel.
He does look like a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you guys have already looted the cloakroom that contained a couple sets of nice boots, specifically not ropey boots, and the two dusty but fashionable overcoats that now Cornelius and Annie are wearing, that we have all come to an agreement that are like pimp coats, big furred.
Pin coats?
Yeah.
Okay,
big
I thought
pimpin'
I thought
coats.
Grinder was wearing one of those.
Yeah. I don't think it was Little Bassett.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Grinder? Okay. Okay.
It's Grinder. We're
No, it's ruined. It's all bloody now.
Yeah, now
Kinda
it's fucked. Yeah. Now it's ropey.
We were trying to
It's
hold him
ropey, ropey.
together. He was kind of
Right.
falling apart.
Got it. Got it.
Mhm.
So that
A
is
little bit of spleen in the sleeve.
the loot laid out for you guys to this point. And now in this room, you have exits to the east, west, and double doors south. And then stairs going up, as stairs tend to do. Or they go
Right.
down. It's usually
Somebody
one or
grab
the other.
those knockers.
Yeah.
Not mine, Finn.
Can
One's
pry
on
them
the
off
door.
and then
Okay.
maybe you guys
do you
want to
have
go
a
upstairs?
do we have a tool to get the doorknobs off the
Oh yeah. And then we just start banging the shit out of it.
Would a hammer do it?
Grinder's going to go sit down on the stairs that lead up and just
Yeah.
kind of wait and hold his ribs and just
I
Peace
imagine Grinder perpetually now looks like he's trying to catch his breath.
right. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Annie, after a good 2-3 whacks of maybe like the head of your hatchet, the brass doorknobs do come off. A silver each. They're depicting sad-looking wolfhounds.
Oh, that's
Sad
fun.
dogs. Sad dog doorknobs.
Oh, so sad.
Pay
But when
for
you
our
turn
healthcare.
them, they look happy. No.
The code word is turn that frown upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many? It was
One
so total
silver
of two
each.
two silver total.
Two
Just 'cause this is
doorknobs, one silver
yeah.
each.
yeah, it's gonna translate into XP.
Sorry, it's
at
not
the end.
silver, is it? It's what's the S stand for in this game?
Shilling?
Shilling.
Shillings.
Yep, my bad. I'm gonna
Okay.
struggle with one S each.
Exchange rate's pretty rough. Well, let's go see if we can find some more shit to steal.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
we're
As I'm like
casing the
looking
joint.
around, you all just like take stuff off everything.
Doorknobs off the wall.
So what should I do with this big roll of cheese?
Hide the doorknobs in it, Dirk.
Oh,
Obviously.
that's a great idea. There you go.
Oh, we're the caterers.
Oh,
Anybody stops, you say it's just a wheel of cheese.
it's just a wheel of cheese.
Dirk, you did finish rolling up a character, right? Like,
I do. I
Completion.
guess I did. I'm thinking I did.
okay, can you introduce Dirk to us, by the way? Although we do
Um,
have some idea of like what he's about, but
Like, what do you mean? Like,
how'd you do on stats and
oh, he got
what trinket
10.
did you get?
Okay, I got 10 con, 11 dexterity, 9 strength. Pretty kind of like, I guess, average, maybe.
Yeah.
And then I got a door hinge with screws. Yeah,
Really?
that's what I got.
Okay.
And it said
Well,
roll
now
for
you
the
got
number of
knobs.
screws, and I got 1. So I have 1. We're building a door, boys.
What's his trait? What'd you roll for his trait?
Oh, I had to roll a trait? Where did I
Yeah,
miss that
it's
roll? I'm
go ahead and roll a
sorry.
d20
More
for
like
me.
a
I got you.
personality quirk.
Oh, I missed that. Okay, let's see. I hope it's the one I've been doing. 8.
He's slimy. Dirk is a slimy guy. I think that's right.
jeez.
His
Oh, it's
his-
perfect then.
Yeah, his straight smile is just a little
Always
too
sweating.
yeah.
No, I think slimy in the sense of like, ugh, he's kind of a douche.
I think it's literal. Like you're just always
I-
moist.
I think it should be
Oh,
both.
I'm
I think it
moist.
should be
I'm
both.
kidding.
Yeah,
Oh, gross. Ugh.
I think it should be both.
Yeah, I'm the one that should be holding the food, right, everybody?
Jesus, so slippery.
Hiding.
So slippery.
I honestly never thought twice about it, but now that you mention that,
Oh, moist Dirk. That's what we call him.
Moist Dirk.
Oh,
Dirk the
that's-
moist.
Ugh.
All right, I won't delay you guys any longer.
I'm
Where
sorry,
to?
I missed that part.
No, it's fine.
I'm
Now we
thinking
know Dirk is
upstairs,
slimy.
but wherever you guys. I mean, that's where the guy came from. I think.
Upstairs,
he came stomping down the stairs, sword and shield, ropey chain shirt, calling y'all out.
But you said there's stairs and then there's like 2 other doors in this area.
Yep, there's doors east. I did a very poor job of shadowing the map. West and then double south. So you have 4 options that don't include backtracking.
While they are like breaking doorknobs off of things and cutting pictures out of frames, I was sitting over on the stairs. I do think it's important to Grinder that he feels like he's contributing because he's afraid he'll get kicked out of the gang otherwise. So again, right. So he's gonna I'm gonna go up the stairs and just kind of do a little bit of scouting, not to engage with anything, but to just kind of sneak around a little bit to get the lay of the land upstairs.
Old Grinder, as you turn the bend in the stairs, make
All right.
I think you should make a dex save. It's a save
Yes.
to avoid incoming danger.
Yes, and I'm very good at dex. That's why I can't remember now. We got to roll. Is it how many dice am I rolling?
Yeah, give me a second to remember all the rules.
2d6, right?
It depends on the difficulty, which I never
It
told
depends
him.
on the right. Exactly. I knew it was.
Oh, so you have to tell us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's missing a lung, so that sounds like really bad.
Do you
I
have
don't
to
think
get
you're.
like,
Anyway, there's no situational modifiers here, man. What are you doing?
do you have to roll under your
Stat,
stats?
yeah, yep.
You
Okay.
got a ropey
If
lung.
it's so, yep. The attribute is the target to roll equal to or under. I would call it for a 3d6 for this.
Oh, you got this.
But because
I-
of your
Under.
lung,
It's
it's now a 46. I think I'm just gonna up the difficulty of like everything for Grinder.
Okay, that's fair.
Is it fair?
I mean, yeah, sure, why
That's-
So
not?
it's hard. I'm not a mean
I'm a-
GM, so it's very
He's
hard.
got,
to
like,
I think
holes in it.
I think it's fair. I mean, I'm good at. Trust me, man. You're gonna be like making me roll a lot of stealth because Dex is about the only thing I can do right now. So,
Okay.
all right. I rolled a 15 and I beat my Dex.
Oh,
Awesome.
wow, what's your dex?
Oh, yeah.
16.
Oh, wow, you did really well.
Yeah, he did very
Well,
well.
yeah.
He's also a cheese thief.
Yeah.
So watch
No,
that
I'm the
video.
cheese thief.
Anyway,
So
Grinder,
success.
you narrowly, in fact, the crossbow bolt would have impaled you if not for like the missing chunk out of your side.
Oh, wow, look at that.
All right.
it
So
down.
was it like a trap type situation,
No,
or was it
no.
there's a dude up there shooting at
Yep,
me?
the bolt shoots past you and cracks the aged plaster of the wall of the stairwell like behind you, and caught like later on you'll appreciate the fact that this giant bolt like causes like an entire like destruction all the way up the stairwell wall. Right, it's actually pretty monumental. And then turn back to look at where it came from, and you look at the top of the stairs is another young man.
Another
It
Peter?
is. It looks like it could be a sibling. Yeah, although an older sibling.
Or the second?
Although with the way he is perched on, actually, let me double check. No, it's actually the old man. It's the old man in the portrait.
No. Can we get his
Uh-oh.
autograph?
Yep, it's the old
Hey.
man in the portrait. But the way
Hey,
he
get
is
an
like
autograph.
perched on the stairwell, like with his like crooked knees, like up to his almost up to his shoulders, and he's got like the crossbow, and they're like basically it's like brace them on his knobby knees.
Get off my lawn.
This guy could not shoot this crossbow again without breaking a hip for sure.
Mhm.
But the way he is perched, he is very much channeling Kevin from Home Alone,
Batman?
sort of. No, Kevin from Home Alone sort of energy at you.
Right.
He's smiling.
And he curses under his breath, something long-winded and very aristocratic way of cursing. That like halfway through the soliloquy, Grinder, you realize he's insulting you.
Right.
Kind of
So I think as that bolt kind of like goes over me, slamming into the wall, Grinder almost instinctively like dropped down to do a quick scurry on all fours and kind of scrambles back away. I hear that stuff and I kind of turn to the rest of the crew and I'm like, guys, are
Yeah, we saw the
You know-
giant bolt hit the freaking wall.
Right.
And
Yes, and the whole
And-
house
and-
shook from the impact.
and Grinder is kind of scrambling back down the stairs, breathing and wincing in pain from his side as
shit,
he
there's
kind
more of
of
'em.
comes down.
thought this place was
There's
empty.
there's a guy up there. There's a guy up there.
Technically, my cousin just said no one had been seen coming or going, so maybe it wasn't empty.
That's two fucking Peters we see.
And I will like dash off to get behind Cornelius.
Yeah.
Okay, and you guys hear a very hectic, not hectic, that's not the right word, but a very beleaguered sort of pitter patter on the floor above you, as presumably as whoever was perched there is retreating further into the upstairs.
Oh, we're just here for the cheese delivery. That's what I yell to him.
This isn't going very well, lads. It's going to shite.
I'm just keeping my eyes on the ceiling where the noises are following him.
Is it like
Ears
dust
probably
coming off the
twitching.
cracks of the wood that you were watching?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. Dust as Grinder's looking up, dust is getting in his eyes, but maybe Grinder just is sort of comfortable with that.
Poor
Yeah.
Grinder. He's just
Should we-
getting the
should we
worst
go a
of
different way, guys?
everything.
Yeah, let's grab what we can and get the hell out of here.
Want to try this main door?
Yeah, let's try one of the doors.
There can't be more people in this home, can there?
Okay, so doors to the south, is that what I heard?
We're going to leave the guy up above. He knows we're here.
Could we like do something to the stairs?
Did it look like he could get down the stairs?
I didn't spend a lot of time kind of keeping an eye on him. He shot a crossbow at me.
I have some lantern oil.
That's a great idea. Maybe we can make
Yeah.
him slippery and he could break his neck.
I just don't think it's a good idea to leave somebody behind us that we know doesn't want us here.
Okay, everybody, look at what I'm doing. I'm gonna lather part of the stairs, like the middle. So if you go on the outside, you'll be
And
okay.
light it.
Not
Well,
yet,
that's-
but maybe.
Just to be safe.
And just burn it all down.
I heard that old fucker's knees pop. I don't think he'll be coming down.
It's me, Bob.
Okay. There's a brief hallway. The door to the west is a suspiciously empty kind of room. Like maybe it used to hold like a little tiny servants' quarters, but it looks like it's been just sort of like if you can feel like the weight of empty ages sort of in this room when you poke your head in there. But carrying on further south opens up into a large lounge, comfortable lounge, except it is filled with filthy, dust-covered furniture, right? Overstuffed sofas, hugging the walls. The center of the room is dominated by a table with bottles of nice brandy atop of it. Once you like look through the dust, I can't think of how long it is since any of you have tasted brandy instead of just like I'm imagining moonshine is like the go-to for you guys. Yeah.
Grab what you can. Just don't start drinking it.
Oh, we got
there
cheese with it. It'd be great.
Sorry. There's a key on the table with the bottles of brandy, and then some old-looking landscape paintings hanging along the wall, and a bookshelf full of dusty, horrendously archaic-looking books just from their spines, you can tell. And the overgrown garden is sort of pressing up against the southern windows. It should be like wall-to-wall windows on the southern end, but it's all covered with overgrowth at this point. Any day now, the brush is going to grow enough to just like smash the glass. It sort of feels like if you're quiet in this room, you can hear like the thorns and stuff like scraping against the glass, kind of a deal. As for exits, there's an exit to the west here, this short room, and then an exit to the east, this short room. And then you can also backtrack.
Well, once we kind of enter into this room, I will move around to the. You said east, and on my screen you were pointing to the left.
I'm also signaling here. This would be east to me. Sorry. Yep. And
okay,
west.
okay. Yeah, I think they were reversed before, but okay, fine. Then
Right.
I'm going to circle around to the west and just start kind of walking around the perimeter to kind of scope out the whole space and give the rest of the crew like space to operate. I am gonna as I'm passing, I'll keep an eye towards the table because I expect that there's maybe silverware or valuables that are like that on the table. Though I'm not going to move forward to take any of them until I complete the perimeter. That's what Grinder is doing for the
perimeter sweep.
I'll load up my pockets with brandy.
Somebody grab that key. Not Dirk. He's too moist.
Why would anybody just leave this all out here like this? It's gathering dust. Nobody's been here in a long time. That just doesn't make any sense.
Okay, the sofas.
Okay.
If you guys can get them out of here, as you're looking, the sofas as you're looking are definitely worth something. These are antique things.
The sofa?
The sofas. There's 3 of them.
We
The
smart
bottles
enough
of
not
brandy,
to try
Cornelius. As you're stuffing your pockets with bottles of brandy. Clink, 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 clink. 4 silver each.
that. Nice. 4S, right?
Really big
4S. Yeah, sorry. 4.
bags. Do we have like
4S.
cartoonishly sized like bandit bags around our our back access room.
Apparently, we can carry out sofas with us. Nobody will notice. We'll be fine.
What can you guys carry? Man, I have also forgotten the rules. And today was supposed to be like
We have a
but I
4-slot sack.
got it.
Um,
So choose wisely.
everybody
A
gets a
sofa
sack.
is only one slot though, so that's good.
Really?
You can put a sofa in the sack.
Oh,
And
that's
like,
what
all
I'm
right.
No,
we forgot our moving wagon. So
no, we should grab the key. Maybe there's some valuables. We need to be quick and grab something light and get the hell out of here.
Now,
I
Ian,
got the key. I got it.
Finn. Okay, Finn's got the key. Cornelius is stealing all the booze. Grinder's doing a perimeter sweep, and he's bossing people around. Dirk, are you doing anything in this space?
Looking for stuff. Other
Okay.
things that haven't been taken.
Sure. If you have a
Maybe.
blade, you
there's some-
might be able to take the landscapes off the wall. Take them out
I
of the
do have a
frame.
blade, actually. I have
Okay.
the shank.
Start just like Finn did. As a set, 20s.
Oof.
Whoa.
There you go.
I think I'm the winner.
And then the books are
Oh.
worth something if any of you can read.
How much
I
are they gonna
can't
be worth
read.
when his moist hands get him all wet and damaged?
Right. Now, Grinder, as your patriots, your not your patriots, your cohorts are looting the room. On the other side of the door, this door right here, see on the
Mhm.
map. You hear in Cheese Thief can't.
Oh.
Hey you, what are you doing here? It's like, and then you like looking at the door, literally at like the
Right.
bottom, you can see like some whiskers like poking out as like
Right,
another
right.
cheese thief has their like face, so like
Right.
pressed to the gap, yeah, and their whiskers are
Sure.
sort of
Right. And so
Yo.
I'm going to look back and see if the rest of my crew is like noticing this, or if they're just all heads down and stealing stuff.
Oh, they're
And
all
if
stealing,
not,
yeah.
I think if it looks clear, I mean, I kind of do that kind of quick look around and then get down on all fours and get my nose right up against the crack and kind of smell a little bit. I'm like, are you talking to me?
You smell fellows like yourself, but a distant
Right.
clan, probably a little different. Yeah, we're glad you came along. We're willing to split the take here. If you're interested.
Well, sure, split it with who? With all of us?
Well, with Fat Rat, of course.
Well, what? I'm sorry, who?
Now, Fat Rat, I think by nature of who you are, you actually do know who Fat Rat is.
Okay.
Fat Rat is the who is Fat Rat?
Actually, cheese sheet thieves? Like, is there...
What's that?
PH.
Are we actually cheese thieves? Like, is this our
No.
thing?
So I don't know if it's been made clear to you. Grinder is actually like a half rat person, and there is
Oh.
a population of rat people in this setting that
I
are
would know that.
generally maligned. Yeah,
Yes.
Grinders has been kicked out of his family and has joined up with you guys instead.
Oh, we're very welcoming, it seems.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah, very
Fat Rat.
progressive. It's a nickname for a guy that you know as Big Cheese,
The
both a
big
title
cheese.
and a name. He is a well-known sort of gang leader.
Did he have anything to do with my banishment?
Yes.
Yes, he did. Yeah,
Oh, shit.
yeah. Big Cheese was one of like the people on the council when they like voted to like evict you from the. Yeah, he was
Send
he was
me
the circle
send
of
me and
cheese people.
my litter mates out the door.
Yeah,
Oh,
these runs,
well,
we can't
so
use these runs, kind of a deal.
right. So when they mentioned the Fat Rat, I'm like, oh, Fat Rat.
She rather, to be clear, she.
She. Well, when they mention her, Oh. What have you found? What have you found?
Well, we're working our way to the basement. What do you call it? Where they keep all the booze? What do you call one of those? I don't know the word.
The cellar?
Cellar. Yeah. But they got one of those people in there, and she's all decked up in a fancy getup, a lot of metal. Just sort of trying to wait her
Gerard?
out at this point. Yeah.
What? Well, how about this? How about this? We after you get your stuff and we get our stuff, and then we meet by the sewer grate and we split it up there.
Mm, let me get back to you, and then you can hear like scurrying in that door.
Right, right. I'm
Yeah.
not going to say anything yet to the rest of the group. I'm just like
Oh,
hanging out near that, hanging out near that door.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good.
Good.
I need to recon something. Sorry. It
Mhm.
was this door that the
Okay.
whispering came through. This door.
Sure, that works.
Yep.
It's a door.
It's a door.
All right.
Anybody
so
else?
Back to you guys. I'm hanging out by the door.
Just clinking around.
I got that not wet painting.
Does
I-
anyone need their loot described? The values of the loot described to them again, or we're good?
How many books can I fit in an equipment slot, would you say?
Ooh,
What looks
or
the
a couple?
fanciest?
maybe like two of them.
Yeah.
They're big, heavy books. Big
Okay,
books.
I'll pick.
You'll fill a slot.
I'll pick the two ones that look coolest and in the best condition, since I have no idea what
Yeah.
anything
Oh yeah,
written says.
Dirk, can you read? Dirk, you have letters?
No.
Okay, just checking.
One of us really got to learn to read.
Sometimes I see you going to the bookstore and staring through the window, and so maybe you might.
I want to
by now.
read one day, but it's a lot of words and
They
letters.
are smoke law books. We know this. You guys, your characters don't know
Okay,
this.
nice.
But they're worth each. They're worth 6D. What is that?
Pence, maybe.
Pence.
Pence.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Those are pence.
The full set would be worth 10 shillings.
What is it?
How many are in the
What
full
is it
set?
called?
What's that?
Smoky Law.
The city that you guys live in is
Smoke.
called the Smoke.
Okay.
Oh,
I
'cause of
knew
all the
that.
smoke. I do
Smoke
like
law.
we're pulling Mike and so cold on this game.
Oh, this, yeah.
How many books make up the whole set? Like, I'm imagining that I'm noticing that they look similar, like they look like
Yeah.
they go together.
You can't read,
so
but you
I'm
can
wondering
see
if I.
Roman numerals. Yeah.
Okay.
I know
5
numbers.
books would make this set.
Ooh, okay. I'm running out of. Well, okay, no, I'll burden myself a little bit. Yeah, I'll have to strap one of the books to like the outside of my pack, and I'll lose a little dexterity for my trouble. But I'm going to go ahead and take the whole set.
Awesome. 10 shillings, if that's what S stands for. 10 S.
Is the door that I'm like kind of standing by, is it locked?
It is locked, actually, and
Okay.
you can feel a draft coming up through the crack that the other rat guy was talking to you through.
Okay. Okay, great. So I know we had seen a key. I know somebody took it.
Well, did
Did
Finn
I
grab it?
did I see? I know it was
I got the
Cornelius.
key. Yeah.
Oh, Finn had it. Okay. After kind of waiting for a few minutes, the smell coming or the breeze coming through, is it bring any unusual smells with it?
Not to you, but you can
Okay.
smell your elk down there.
Okay.
More than
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Anyone else would be like, oof, kind of humid down there.
Yeah.
Kind of earthy.
Smells a little ripe. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess I'm waiting to see what you guys do, but I'll wait for a reasonable amount of time for the other rat person to come back to see if they're going to take the deal. Before after a while, I guess I would just feel like, oh, I need to tell the rest of the crew, because I'm not trying to throw them under the bus or anything, but I am trying to wait to see whether or not this guy comes back and says, yeah, he'll meet us with the ill-gotten gains.
Okay, yeah. After a couple minutes, like maybe just as everyone else looks like they're sort of like looking particularly proud of whatever they've absconded from the lounge.
Right.
You feel like the tickle of the whiskers like at the back of your heels. Telling you, like, psst, come back. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, Big Cheese says if you can help us get to the I want to get this exact. Help us get to the larder. You've got a deal. We'll split the take on this place.
I
We
thought
can't
we
get
were
in there
gonna.
because that
Okay. Yeah, I thought we were splitting up, going different ways and meeting at the sewer grates.
no. We the I'm looking for the word, like the good stuff, the good take. It's gonna be in the larder. Come on. But she's all suited up, and we don't know. I'm not really sure what to do at this point.
All right. You go get started, and we'll be right behind you.
Right. You can sense that the person on the other side of the door is like,
It's like,
what?
no, screw that.
Yeah, what? And
Well,
they
I have to go. I have to talk with my crew.
oh,
my litter.
You don't call the shots?
Well, I gotta let them believe I don't call the shots. You know how it is, right?
And then you hear him like talking to someone else and like past the door, and he's like, no, we're talking to the runt. We're talking to the wrong guy.
I think there's a dejected look on Grinder's face. It's like, this is falling apart again. No, and that galvanizes him. He's like, no, we're definitely with you. We're making a commitment.
Right,
So,
all right.
all right.
Come on. You can get through the door, right?
Yes, yeah. We'll be there in just a moment. And then I go back to like Cornelius, and I'm like, hey, I think I got a lead. I can smell good stuff through this door, but it's locked.
Oh, okay. Well, I can just hit it.
Well, I thought you had the key. Oh, that was Finn that had the key. Well, Finn, we should go that way. And he kind of points over to the door. I smell good stuff in that direction.
Are you sure it's
What do you
not the
smell?
cheese?
It smells like stuff from a larder, like food.
Are you sure it's not the cheese?
Well, I mean that's food, right? But
Maybe there's more cheese.
No. Wait, if there's more cheese and you make me go get cheese,
Don't think about it too much.
well, maybe
don't think
we
about it
should
too
go
much.
there. Right, little bastard Annie. we should go that direction.
Is that your whole name?
Yeah, little bastard Annie. What is it, Grinder? You want us to go where now?
Like through that door, and he kind of points to the door. Oh, do I not have the little pointer thing? Oh, there it is. I point to the door there on the left.
Is that the one that you said was the one where he was talking to people, or the other one?
Yeah. This door is where all the action is.
Where does it go to, Grinder?
Beyond that door, there leads to the larder.
Larder.
And there might be some allies on that front. They're like that's what I heard.
All right, lads, listen.
Allies.
We're splitting this 5 ways. If we start doing any more addition, I'm going to start doing some subtraction. Okay? So let's lead the way, Grinder.
They have to.
Ooh, you
I
just start
throw you
seeing
I throw you the
dirt
key
just
to
start
you.
sweating more
Yeah.
profusely.
Right. So Grinder kind of like hunches down a little bit and says, as he gets closer, he goes, yeah, well, we're gonna be coming right there. And then he kind of turns to you guys. There's other rat men on the other side. He kind of
What?
whispers, no, shh.
They
They
can
like
hear.
cheese.
Not gonna
They
shoot
like
with
all
the
sorts of
crossbow, see?
stuff. But they're gonna help us. They're gonna help us.
You
They're my
know it's
people.
not a trap.
Well, because
This
we're
could
better
be
than
an
that.
ambush.
Well, yeah, but we could be ambushing them, right? We know we got the upper hand.
Yeah.
Stay sharp, lads.
All right. I see.
Cornelius is so ready for an ambush.
So, do we have a key?
I mean, you are letting the illiterate, like,
Finn has it.
sickly.
Yeah, I toss it to you. I'm willing to give it up, although I'm reluctant to. I don't know that Finn is totally sold on this plan. I am. Ian is. Finn is not.
Sure. Finn, key. You got the key?
Yeah.
I lost you guys
Yeah,
there
it's-
for a minute.
Oh,
Oh, there you
Okay,
go.
yeah. I'm throwing you
Catch.
the key.
Okay.
Catch.
All
Look
right.
alive, mate.
Right. Well, I can definitely do that. Oh, that hurt.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
Ooh.
Right,
Forgot.
and unlock the door.
Yep. Unlock the
Okay.
door because I'm stupid.
It reveals a little bit of a hallway, which does connect to the north. So this room through here, or through
Far as
here,
we know.
but also stairwell leading down.
Look at those
And the
basement
smell
stairs.
of rat men is right. Not just because Grinder's right next to you, but
God.
See,
not
my-
only is it obvious that there's cheese thieves down there, but they've been there for some time at this point.
Is that what they're colloquially called?
Yeah, that's sort of the impolite term for them.
That's the race, right? They're the species, whatever it's called.
Ratmen would be the
Ratman.
actual name, but cheese thief is the insulting name.
It's the pejorative, yeah.
The pejorative, that's the
I
word.
still
I'm
don't
looking for.
believe you guys that there's a rat species in this game, but okay.
As we're looking at
It's
one.
like a weird fashion choice to you.
Yeah.
Why are you wearing ears?
Grinder's in the
So
group,
it's in
but
their
you still don't
tails.
believe it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really here.
He's cosplaying sickos.
That's not
So-
a real tail.
So Grinder kind of unlocks the door and he goes, my people are here. My people are down to we can work together and be a collective and be a colony and like split up everything together. That's the way it's done.
Sure. Remember, lads, Grinder's the one wearing the coat.
He's like, oh, yeah. So yeah, so he kind of steps aside and lets you guys in, and then kind of limps behind you, following. I think in Grinder's head, to be honest, he's like, my crew is going to beat up those guys, and then we can take it all.
Oh, he's setting something up here. Okay. Down the stairs?
They threw me out of the clan or out of the colony. They're going to
Good
regret
deal.
it.
Is that what we would do? Would we go
If
down
I
into
click
the...
this button, did you guys all
that
follow
moves
me
us.
to the basement?
Yep,
We sure
we
did.
Okay, cool. All right. As you
Creeping.
guys come down the stairs, I'm gonna roll for some stuff first. Oh, up, 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 up.
Gonna roll for stairs.
I rolled for stairs. Okay. Oh,
Make
okay.
Grinder slips and falls. No.
That's right.
Dies
He's
immediately.
Just
And
grinders,
he's
because that's the kind of session we're having. Oh, okay. You guys come down the stairs into a wine cellar
Mm.
that is full of rats.
Ah, shit.
Real
Holy
rats?
It's
Hey!
full of rat men.
Okay.
They are I mean they're lying about. The only thing challenging the smell of rat people in this room is the smell of like drunkenness wafting off of all of them. Who leads the way down the stairs?
I'll go.
Okay, Cornelius, your eyes are like watering as you hit the bottom step.
Ooh.
You're getting like a contact buzz. Yeah. And they are so drunk they don't even really like do anything about you guys coming down the stairs. One of them just sort of gives you like a little like a kind of a like a flirt. Hey. But the hallway as you guys, assume you guys carry on, comes to this opening room where the titular Big Cheese is sitting on top of a makeshift throne made out of empty wine bottles and like stacked crates and stuff like that. Stacked garbage. The Iron Throne, if the Iron Throne was made out of bottles of wine, kind of a deal. And it's really hard to tell where her fat body ends and where the throne begins because it looks like she just sort of dominates whatever space she sits on.
Oh, I get it now. Big cheese.
Big cheese.
So what you're saying is she's really hot
Like,
by
Oh, yeah.
Redman standards.
Yeah.
Grinder, yeah. Now's your chance to win her over again.
Right.
Yeah.
I think you got a shot there, Grinder. You should suck it in a
Oh,
little
my head's
bit.
swimming. What's your rest doing down here?
Right.
Big Cheese rolls forward in her seat, which
Rolls
sends
forward.
a handful of empty bottles like clattering and rolling across the stone floor.
Oh, that doesn't
Um,
seem like a really good. Oh, there she goes. Oh, there it goes. Oh,
Yeah, she sways and then like a rat man like comes out of the dark to like prop up her giant fat body.
oh, you okay there?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I hear you're the hired help who wants to split the take.
Oh,
That's what I've been told.
we just all look at Grinder.
Vigorously shaking his head. Mhm.
Well, we've got a bit of a problem. And she gestures towards the room next to where her throne seat is, this room. Got one of the locals stashed up in there. And she's all Big Cheese is searching for the word, and she's like pantomiming. After a while, you get the idea she's describing like a knight, suit of armor, big blade, cuts many of my boys here, and she like grabs like the ratman by the nape of his neck and squeezes until he like shrieks, tosses him. We need to get in that room, but I don't really have the means to do so. We were thinking about a little spark in the dark. Smoke them out. But that might ruin the take. And here
What's
she
in there?
leans.
What's in there? Do we know? Is it good?
She leans forward and Grinder, she grabs you by like the collar of your jacket and off your feet. It's the larder. The larder. And she shakes you until your teeth rattle, yeah.
Right.
And drops you down.
Larder.
The larder.
Oh.
She wants to eat, and Big Cheese pats her own big fat belly, which gets its own personality apparently.
God.
We're hungry.
I could eat. Right,
Gotta be
Finn?
fucking kidding me.
It's the larder, little bastard Annie. It's the larder.
Yeah, that's the lard, all right. Jesus Christ.
Who's giving attention to the doorway that she's describing that is guarded? Okay, Dirk, no, you piece it together because it kind of takes you a while to count up the body parts. There's at least 4 ratmen laying dead at the doorways.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
they're not sleeping.
Yeah,
Oh.
they've.
I like to kick one just to see.
It's
Oh,
yeah,
no,
like
drunk.
its head like rolls away. Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
They've
Oh.
tried. Yeah.
Oh, yep. I'm just gonna put that right back on there.
There was a crossbow upstairs, you guys. I think.
No, we were shot with a crossbow upstairs.
We were shot.
What type of door is it?
That means it.
What type of door is it, Matt? A
It's-
wooden door?
It's a
metal
wooden door. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And in fact, there is an intact ratman who's currently like manning the torch, right? Like he's holding a torch, and he's ready. They've doused the door in wine, and he's ready. He's like, "Just give me the word, boss. I'll set this bitch right."
Oh.
But he's also like, while no one, he thinks someone's looking, he's like licking the door.
Oh, I thought I was slimy.
It's like sucking the wine off the wood. Yeah,
Is there no wine left? Is that what you're saying? Like,
Ew, gross.
there. You could find a couple like half-empty bottles here and there. Yeah, yeah. These ratmen are completely knackered. Would be the local term. Yeah,
Knackered.
this is why we live in an attic.
What about the crossbow? You mentioned the crossbow. What
Well,
about the
I
crossbow?
you know the armor, like the kid who was very very hard to beat up. No, I just figured
Gee,
maybe the stick wasn't gonna cut it, so maybe we need some new gear.
we maybe get the crossbow from the old man.
Is that who had it?
There
Mhm.
was an old man, the one that shot at me on the stairs.
Oh,
Went upstairs.
What do you look like?
He was all old and knobby. We could take him. You guys are definitely could take him.
Does he look like the picture that Finn's holding?
He did,
rolls
yes.
it,
Like this?
So, Dad,
Let's
seen this
pause.
man.
Yeah.
Now, Finn, as you unroll the portrait, it kind of cracks in that aged way, not to diminish the value, but to give you have an immediate take on how ancient that portrait is.
Hmm.
And the portrait is of an old man.
Wait a minute. This painting's crusty. It's crusting. Look, it's old. If this painting's this old, did he look older than this? Or like the same?
Spit image, it could be a picture.
Bloody
I
hell.
It's a
relay
demon.
that.
It's a demon. It's a demon. I know. I said it
What
was
have
a
these
demon.
people been doing in here?
it's just dry in here, lads.
I don't know, but we could go get the bow. Get into the larder.
I'm a little confused. Isn't the larder full of food? And if this is an old hoe, wouldn't all the
Yes!
food be
It
disgusting?
is. No.
No?
No. It's perfectly good food.
Well, there's a knight protecting us, from what I understand. So there's hopefully more than just food in there.
Well,
Right.
there's the other stuff, but there's the food.
If there's only food in
Are
there,
we-
there's gonna be more body parts.
I'm
than there is
very
food.
very food motivated.
That
How do we
should
know
be in
this
character for all
lady
of you.
just cornered in there and just killing everyone what comes in because there's nothing else to do? I don't.
Miss Big Cheese.
She's currently guzzling down like another bottle of wine, which is just like she holds it upright and just opens her gullet and just.
Oh yeah, that looks lovely.
Ugh.
Oh, that was good, Matt. How long have you been down here?
She starts like counting bottles. About 4 crates ago.
Also, is that recent? Like,
4
I mean,
crates and about 2 shits, if I'm remembering right.
Oh my god.
oh, so that might be 2 days. I mean, looking at her, yeah, maybe.
She's been here a while, a couple
Okay.
days maybe. Yeah.
Well, they were trapped in here, right? They got.
Yeah, but they
locked in
trapped
there?
that person in there.
No. There. Sorry, I glazed over it. There is to the south. There's a mouse hole. Wait.
Ooh.
They have clearly burrowed their way in
Okay.
from the what do we
Ah.
call it? The midden. The
Well,
middle.
you said the
the
door was
midden?
locked.
Yeah.
Okay.
They came another way. Yeah.
They came in through the basement like you guys were planning to do.
This.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, you guys didn't do that.
There was discussion about doing it. Then you guys.
But
But
decided
you
it
just
was
went
too-
through the front door.
Came
Then you
in.
guys were like, let's just try the.
Let's just try the front
As-
door. It might be open.
As the GM, it was an awesome conversation to watch happen.
I missed it.
Like
It's an
10 minutes of
abandoned
debating.
house.
Yeah.
So
It was
how long
definitely
was this
one
home
of
been
those. Like,
abandoned?
let's make a big old massive
Yeah.
plan, and then did anybody try the front door?
That
was
was
open.
exactly how it played out. Yeah. I know you knew this, Mike, because you watched the video. But.
Yeah, I did. You know I don't watch these things. No, just joking.
I know.
What? I'm very confused. Like, if there should be food in there, but I don't understand. Like, what's the? Did they
Maybe
look in
there's
there
more
and actually see if
booze?
there was food? Did you actually see if there was
It's
food
a
in there?
larder.
Okay,
Larders
sir.
have food.
Grinder, be quiet.
When Grinder says larder, all the ratmen, like in their drunken stupor, larder.
Oh,
Like it echoes down.
no.
They get
Larder.
burned.
Oh, they got.
You know,
This
I
has
don't
got
think
to
I'm
be
going
like
to get
a
much
rat
information out of
person
this.
thing,
They can't
I
stand
don't
up
think-
anymore. They're like, oh my god.
like a regular human would want anything that's in that room.
I don't think so.
That's my
He's got the
hypothesis.
Buffin taste buds.
No.
Grinder,
We
grinder,
have a wheel of cheese.
grinder. I got your cheese.
Think of all the
But-
food we could buy with all the other shit that there is to steal in this place.
But you could buy more. You have a bunch of food and then you buy more.
Oh,
I'm gonna start killing something.
Eh,
Right?
let's,
Right through that door. Points at the door.
Annie, they hear you, and Big Cheese gets sort of like a very rat-like whistle. I don't know what that would be. It sounds more like clicking. And the most sober of the bunch around you start pulling out like dented knives and chipped
Whoa.
and stuff.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Big Cheese rolls forward in her throne again, and
Oh, look at her go.
you lot wouldn't be walking back on our agreement now, would you? Your leader, and she points to Grinder, has
Oh.
spoken about splitting the take on the larder. We're still gonna do that, right?
Oh.
I've already proffered a few of my best people, and she gestures sort of like the diced up lot for the door. I think it's about time it wasn't just our skin in the game. Right?
think we should go get that crossbow.
Yeah,
what
there's
the better
this, we
can
gotta do something
what
first.
The better we
Stay
can
right here.
do this job for you, miss. That's what we'll do. We get
Oh.
the crossbow, and then everything. Then it's easy peasy from there. But we got to go do that first. So you please
Yeah.
excuse us. You know,
I like this.
We'll-
Get the crossbow.
yeah.
Good.
some armaments. You know, it should need
Armaments.
in this
You can tell
Modern-
she's
modern warfare back
internalizing
in,
these
yeah.
words. Crossbow, armaments. These are things that she should have and
Armaments,
sorted out.
yes.
Yeah. This is how the
That's
professionals
right.
do it. Is kind of what she's
Yeah.
gleaning.
Why are
Yeah.
And while
What-
you're
what-
waiting, your royal cheeseness, here, help yourself to this cheese wheel. She just
What?
tosses it.
No, I got. Ah!
Your hands are so slippery, it just comes right off. It's like, here you go.
Oh, damn it!
The Ratman. I gotta lean into like. Of course, Ratman would be like in shock and awe at such a right. And they revere the cheese wheel with
See?
idolistic worship. Yeah,
Right.
Oh.
See?
you've made their
See?
day here.
The doorknobs were in there.
Yeah.
Crunch.
Hopefully she'll break her teeth. Let's fuck off, lads.
Okay, let's go.
We've lost the doorknobs. They're in her gullet.
God damn
They're
it.
in her gut.
She ate them.
One wheel of
She ate 'em.
cheese out of my backpack.
You can fit
I
another
wanted
book.
to throw it at an enemy. I was really hoping to.
But we're able to
I
leave,
will
you're saying, right? We can
choose.
get the hell out of here?
Yeah, let's just get out of this stinking basement.
Armaments.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
we'll-
know.
We'll be right back, your
Yeah.
cheeseness.
So we can get into the larder.
All right.
Oh,
Are we-
Grinder, what
do-
the hell did you just like? What did you offer?
Did you guys follow me to the back to
Yeah,
the
yeah.
room?
Where we
Yeah.
get-
Yeah. So
Let's
as-
stuff
as
some
we-
couches in this hole so they can't get the fuck out.
Also,
Wait! What are you doing? I thought we were going to go get the crossbow and then get into
Sure,
the larder.
also, what's going to stop the person from the other side from listening to that entire conversation we just had? It's just a wooden door. She heard everything.
Yep. How many body parts did we see? Like it was 4 ratmen, you said?
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
no
that could
less
have been
than
us.
4 rat folk sliced
Yeah.
and diced at the doorway.
But you guys
Can we
are
just
so
move
much
the
better.
couch in
We-
front of this door and just make
Sorry,
sure that none of
and-
them come
Yeah,
out?
I'll help you with that.
And let me take you back here, because really quickly, these are servants' rooms that are now populated by like in each room is D4 ratmen who are also injured and hurt.
Yeah.
Whoever's
Oh,
in this
shit.
room, whoever's in this room has been slicing and dicing every attempt Big Cheese has been making in this room.
It's the chef.
Yeah.
But there must be something good in there.
Oh, yeah,
The
you can go
armored
first,
chef.
Grinder, if we come back.
Yeah.
All right. Just actually, let me. While I'm bouncing you guys all over the place, let's go back to the basement.
Oh,
And
back again.
this is a
Light it on
kitchen
fire.
that's been basically eaten up, and is now like a Ratman hotel, right? The cupboards have been eaten, like the contents of the cupboards have been eaten, and now they sleep in the cupboards, kind of a deal.
Oh, sounds like Ratman.
That's a kit.
Amazing.
It's an emptied out kitchen.
How many Ratmen are down here? Living?
So when you guys first came into room number 3, I rolled 2d8 cheese thieves, and I rolled like 15 there alone.
Whoa, that's a couple
Each,
thieves.
yep. And then there's a bunch of dead ones at the doorway. And the kitchen is
Way more than we can handle.
way more.
I mean,
No, they're all drunk though.
But the kitchen is full of bent and damaged pots and pans. Making it's like treacherous to walk through the kitchen should you have decided to do that. And then each one of these rooms is full of 1d4 injured ratmen.
so I know you had said that they had put wine all over the door, like they had
They
talked
wanted to
about.
burn it. Yeah, it seems like.
Well, right, but
Yeah.
we could still like use a strategy. Like it feels like
Yeah.
if we want to deal with the person in there to get into the larder, I mean, the
But they're not gonna help
oil.
us.
Well, I mean, maybe, right?
I
I mean,
have a
once
bunch more liquor on me, actually.
once
I mean,
once whatever is I'm not strongly advocating for this, guys. I'm just like playing devil's advocate here. Like once we kind of open up that space, or we like get some oily rags or something, we could smoke out that person and draw them out, ambush them. I mean, there are some strategies, or we just leave them. But like I feel like obviously Grinder is very focused on it because of the food, but there's got to be something valuable in there
Oh,
to
yeah.
be protecting it like that.
Yeah, let me play little bastard Annie advocate. They're gonna fucking kill us as soon as we deal with their problem. That's what I would do.
What
lads.
are you talking about?
That's
We're
what I would do,
smart.
lads. I would kill us immediately.
As Spin and I are moving.
I
And
know she would, because that's what I would do.
Yeah, especially with those numbers, I'd murder a lot of you once you dealt with that.
I'm like nodding in admiration and fear. Like,
So the other detail to go over, personally, I don't know if wine is flammable, but the point is that they've drenched the area in enough alcohol that if fire is used, it's a danger to everybody, right?
Yeah, amount
So
they
not
drink,
only
they're
are you going to
probably
ruin whatever
flammable.
take there is to be had in the Linsome estates, probably all going to die. So
Very
you-
nice.
fires, yeah.
you guys have got. I don't want to just like drop emotion on you guys, but to shortchange the conversation with Big Cheese, she is so like obsessed with like she's frustrated at this point, and now she's at the point of like, fine, I'll just burn it and just get whatever I can that way. But she's invested so much into this that to walk away now would be it would probably like risk her position. She'd
Yeah.
be seen as weak.
Heart of
So now
darkness.
She
she's
wouldn't be the
committed to
big
the
cheese.
yeah, she's committed to the act now. She's spent, well, it's a sunk cost fallacy kind of a problem.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Wedging that couch in good.
And that couch is right over there.
Oh,
Is he
okay,
gonna
so-
stuff the couch in the hole?
Okay, so now you guys have gone back up the stairs to
Yeah.
that room number 2, and you guys have shoved a couch.
But we told Grinder we'll be back, and we're just gonna mark this area so we know where it is. And just
Okay.
stuff a couch.
This is
okay.
the one, right?
So you guys push a couch from the lounge
Yeah.
over the stairwell.
Just to block it off a little bit.
Or
cool with
the
that.
door, maybe.
The
even, yeah.
door.
Probably the door.
So then,
Even though there's two. There's two that lead in there, isn't there?
Awesome.
They won't go this way.
No. Certainly not. Which way do you guys want to go?
Oh, what else is down on this floor?
Yeah, there's another room we didn't even look at, right?
There's a couple.
Okay.
Okay.
The western door
Slowly.
attached to the lounge. Yes.
Hold on, let me
Sneak-like.
listen to the western door and let's see if I hear any rat people.
Isn't this a
Uh,
door?
Do I hear any whispers? Or
Yep,
That is the
whiskers.
door, yeah.
that's a door too. So which door are you guys looking at?
Right here. See?
Is that the door that you
Yeah, you want to
go through?
open that one, like
No.
north of the stairwell? Or-
But it's
Yeah,
like
why
we're
not?
like we're right next to it, right? Wouldn't we
Yeah.
notice it? And be
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
There is
Mhm.
no sound on the other side of the door.
It's definitely not a larder.
Coffee grinder.
the grandma's in there.
All right, through the door.
She's knitting in a rocking chair.
Got a Gatling gun while she.
The dining room is a scene of devastation. Smashed plates,
Oh, shit.
splintered wood, and sharp fragments of porcelain strewn about, intermingled
no.
with the abundance of rat shit.
Ew.
God damn it!
It looks like they're like where the dinner table is sort of like caved in, and like all the silverware is sort of piled in. There's quite a bit of silverware still sticking out of some really strange looking like hunks of meat. On like they should be like on platters, but the cuts from where you guys stand at the doorway don't look like any sort of like you guys have spent many an afternoon outside like the butcher's window, like drooling like as he's like carving up like a fresh roast or something like that. You've never seen any cut that looks like this. It looks really weird.
Look humanoid.
Mm.
From the door again, this is from the doorway, and then there
Gotcha.
are obvious blank patches on the walls where paintings once have sat.
Oh, someone's been here.
There's rat shit.
Ah, Grinder, it was your friends.
Do you guys not use fucking bathrooms? Is that not a thing?
Do anything?
Does it-
Water closet, I guess, has not been invented.
Bucket.
Is this
Yeah.
quite the pot to kettle moment here for Andy?
You mean this
Bucket.
bucket? Yeah.
Yeah, at least
You just don't go where you sleep.
The night soil.
or where you eat, Grinder. You don't shit where you eat.
Well,
Uh,
you move it
to-
away.
Is there anything of value in this room as we're like looking around?
2d4 pieces of silverware. Sorry, 2d4 shillings of silverware
I'll pick those
for
up,
every
I guess.
20 minutes spent searching.
Oh,
I hope you guys don't mind me just reading like the mechanics.
Yeah,
to
that's
you.
fine.
No, go ahead.
It is 10 o'clock here, so
It smells
So-
awful.
but it smells
So-
awful. Yeah.
Coming
Just wipe
into that
off that
room
crap.
now that I mean they're starting to loot the room. Looking around at this thing, I'm still hobbling around. Is the appearance of this thing with all this forks and silverware in it? Is it humanoid in shape? When we say it's not like any cut of meat we've seen, does it look like anything we've seen?
Doesn't look like anything you've seen.
how old does it look?
So is it just a blob of meat?
It's not a
Like a
blob of meat.
massacre?
It's been carved off. It's been crudely carved off of something, which is part of what makes it so indiscernible.
Gotcha. Okay.
It is
gotcha.
not old, but it
It's field roast.
actually it's not. I mean, sorry, it's not like dusty like everything else is around here, and it's not like
But it's not wet still, is it?
But when
what
I
would
touch
that,
it, no.
what would that imply?
Like
Is it
bloody.
is it moist?
Is it
It is
moist, right?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay,
It's actually,
so
Okay.
it's recent.
Moist.
It's recent is what.
Things
Correct,
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Ah.
Okay.
and the Lindsomes apparently were big fans of eating their stuff pretty pink, pretty raw.
Oh, this is the family's food, not the rat mint. But what is the rat shit? Is it like human rat mint shit or rat shit?
Is it human size or rat size? Like
Grinder
a
would
A
know,
little bit
right?
of both. I have to believe wherever rat
Okay.
men go, actual rats also follow in
Right.
droves, right?
Okay,
That's probably
yeah.
part of the problem with them.
They're little brothers.
Yeah, but
Oh.
all of the above. There's
Describe the
rat
shit in
men shit.
detail, Matt.
That's a GM first. It's both ratman shit and rat shit. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cornelius wants out of this room.
Why? Why?
Yeah, I'm just kind of done with this.
This is a bit of a
So
bus,
old-
lads.
old
Cornelius is
smelly
kind of
places.
done with
Yeah,
rats.
Finn
Yeah.
is
Right.
with you on
Is-
that. He's eagerly seconding that suggestion. Yeah, like
Yeah, burning this place down
Following
doesn't
you right
sound
out
so
of this
bad
room.
now.
And Grinder's like perfectly calm and at home in this
Yeah.
mess. So, I mean, is there any trails of blood leading away from the spot? I mean, any indications or
No.
it's just a big ass hunk of meat.
Is it
With
on
a
a
bunch
plate?
of silverware skewered. Well, it should have been on a
Well,
plate,
yeah.
but the table's been smashed.
Like how big? Like a
Like football sized
like a
or
cow? Like we would tell it was
Right.
like from a cow or an animal,
No,
or is it like
football
small?
size is about right. Yeah.
Oh, football. So it's just a big lump
Yeah.
of meat.
Yeah.
Just a loaf.
So meatloaf.
Meat lump.
Meat lump.
on a
Yeah,
broken
we haven't gotten
table.
meatloaf technology yet. It's a
Yeah.
meatloaf.
Look,
Yeah.
the only
Not
reason little
technology.
bastard Annie isn't leaving is because she's gonna get fucking paid. Right? So
Just getting paid.
and it's been a bit
That's
of a
right.
bust, lads. We need to get something to make this worth it.
Well,
Yeah.
there's silverware and food.
Yeah.
There is food.
We're
If your
splitting this
cohorts,
5 ways.
if your cohorts can patiently wait you spending about 20 minutes of searching, you can get 2d4 shillings of silverware.
I don't know if we have that kind of time. I know
Yeah,
Grinder.
we should
probably
keep
wouldn't.
moving, I think.
Now
I'm
there's
gonna
a
spend
room. There's a room on this floor we didn't even look at, right? Right next to
Oh,
the
you want to check
stairs.
that?
There's
Yep.
a few.
Right here.
Yeah.
So we're moving on. You cross the gallery to the far side.
The door
that
still wide
room-
open? The main door?
We do
Yeah.
watch out for the crossbow fucker.
Yeah.
Well, that's up the stairs unless he
Yeah.
comes.
Crossbow
Unless he came
Dan.
down.
But you guys,
I do think as we kind of leave area 3, Grinder's kind of looking back wistfully a little bit, like feeling like we've left something behind. But he's not in any shape to go it alone. So he's
We'll get you some
following.
shit on the way home, Grinder. Don't worry.
okay, crossing the
Why you gotta be so mean, little bastard?
It's in my name.
the library is overstuffed with books, so everyone immediately loses interest.
Oh.
Yuck.
Toilet paper.
Reading.
Yeah, there's just like stunted like bookshelves, like floor to ceiling bookshelves that sort of make the room sort of maze like. But it looks like floor to ceiling books in here. Anyone who could read would be having a heyday here, but maybe not.
None of us can read. Wait, was Dirk able to read?
I'm illiterate.
No, he was faking it.
He was faking it. Yeah, I would love it if Dirk like lied and was like, yeah, I can read.
Oh, this says something.
Any picture books?
Let's see, lootables. You guys could spend some hours in here looking for some books.
Oh, we don't have hours. Cops and
or you could just go ahead and like grab like a random.
Yeah, any
I'll take this
any
one.
Bibles for Father Phil?
Yeah.
Or not Bible, I don't know, whatever the religion, the gardeners.
So 2d4 shillings worth of mundane books if you guys take some hours to collect them.
Whoa.
40 shillings worth of legal occult books if you can find them and identify them.
Occult book.
1 shilling worth of paper and writing material if you guys will go in there and look for like the desk, and 5 shillings for the writing desk itself.
It's still furniture.
Who takes the furniture?
are we
Need a
in,
real crew for yeah.
are we in a rush? Are we like, because we've kind of fucked up the whole way here, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
As
that
long as
guy
it's not
upstairs, he's
people hunting
fine.
us.
He's just fine with us taking a shit.
Was in the prison district. We got into like a scrap.
Over
some
sandwiches, yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't have any cheese.
Yeah.
Gonna have to keep a low profile. Is it possible to smuggle furniture down that what was that thing called? The
The
underground
alley.
No, there was an
The
under
mids.
The
Underdark.
take furniture to the
Underdark furniture.
Oh, don't mind us. We're just, we're the moving crew.
Yeah.
So if I can squirrel moment, one of my many lifetimes ago, I had the job of night security at a private college, and during like finals weekend, the whole school would just sort of like sequester away, everyone studying and stuff like that. And I remember distinctively on the cameras for like the dorm rooms, not the dorm rooms, but the dorms, watching someone open the elevator and push a couch into the elevator, right? And then they just sort of sit down on the couch in the elevator and start studying in there, right? And I'm like, well, no one ever gave me like the manual on like, is furniture in an elevator allowed? But I'm like, this can't be like, so I'm like, okay, I gotta go like talk to this kid. And I'll never forget so I go to the dorm, which as a security guard, they're like, you're not allowed in there. But I'm like, this is probably like a huge problem, right? And hitting the button for the elevator and the door's opening up and the guy goes, welcome to my study.
Was he wearing a robe? Or
No, he was just a drunk kid. Yeah. Just like the picture of you guys like dragging furniture through the midden, like immediately took me there. Sofas and writing
We
desks.
got a couch. We got a writing desk.
Yeah.
A
Just
bookcase.
set up an apartment in the midden. Yeah.
fridge in there. He's like, oh, hey.
Oh, mini fridge. Yeah, that would work good.
Man, the look on his face.
So,
And then
so it sounds
I
like
was,
no.
Welcome to my study.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what happened? I was like, I gotta write this like a report on this. And he was like, fine. And I was like, go get your ID and come back to me. And he did. I was like, why?
What?
Like I gave
Why
him
did he
like the
come
out to
back?
just like disappear in his room. Yeah.
Dumbass.
He came back to me with his ID and I was like, dummy, like just go back to your room.
He obviously wasn't. Was he high or what the fuck?
No,
wrong
it
with that
was
kid?
it was a private college, and so all the
Why
kids were
was-
very
So he's just dumb.
very.
Was there a reasoning behind it, or was he just like, I just wanted to study in the
I
elevator?
think he was just being a goofy kid. Yeah, he was just being goofy. Anyway,
Now he's
Um,
vice president. No, I'm
I-
kidding.
Oh gosh.
yeah, it's my fault, guys. That was the Harambe
Nice job.
moment. I could have stopped it all. All right. So
You
yeah.
gotta
So
have
there
that
is
character
a
in,
library to like lose yourself into. Should you guys decide you have the time? But
Well,
walking the
let's just-
perimeter, you
Hmm.
find. Ignore this little hash mark there. That's a secret door. That
Secret door.
I hate it when maps put secret doors like right on there.
Let's go there immediately, guys.
Ignore this. You have to ignore this. And
Oh.
then there's a door to the south along the perimeter wall.
I pull a book off the shelf in a door.
I don't
All right,
know why.
I'll give you a 1 in 10 there, Dirk.
Oh, really? Okay.
God damn it!
I'm rolling, man.
10%'s pretty good. Yeah, there's like.
So what do I
hundreds
have
of
to roll?
books, which
One?
happens
Gotta
to
get
be the
under
one
10,
that
right?
opens the
I have to
door.
roll a 1. I am
You're
putting my
right,
hands
Finn. I
across
should have
the
given
door.
him much worse odds than that.
Uh,
But
D1000,
No, come on.
yeah.
I rolled a 9. I fail.
Hey, that's 1 in 10. All right.
all right,
That
the
was back
secret
in the
door.
day, 1 in 6. So
The secret door. Yeah, a 1 in. Yeah. So the door behind you sort of clicks, and the shelf like just a little bit, like the hinge lets go. So the spring has enough strength in the left to just sort of like.
Oh, I
But you're
didn't
gonna
mean
have to
to.
push
Oh, no, I broke the shelf. Oh, no. Hi. Oh. What's behind it?
It opens up into God, the layout of this is so terrible. A cramped room. It is a secret stash of a very as you guys would like tell each other like stories of thievery, right? Inevitably, someone finds the wizard secret chamber, and everyone has been describing this exact room, right? Does that make
Oh.
sense?
Mhm.
It is full of wizardly items. A
Oh.
spell book on an
Oh.
altar. 4 more books that are clear. Like you guys don't even have to know how to read to identify that these are spell tomes. And a mint knife, emblazoned with a sigil of a tentacled whale devouring a city in the
Oh.
hilt.
Oh, I like the look of that.
All right. So inside here you
Oh,
find a
it smells
mint.
like mint.
That's
A
what you
mint
call that's a
sacrificial
conversation
shank.
piece right there. Yeah.
Yeah. Conversation piece. A mint sacrificial shank, worth 1S and 8D. A genuine spell book, L3, so 3 pounds, and
Oh,
4
really?
tomes of fragmented illegal knowledge.
Oh, guys, I think I found it.
Okay.
Dirk, you magnificent slimy. Whoa.
This
I
wasn't a
didn't mean to
total
touch the
waste.
bookshelf. I just was like, I just randomly put my hands along the books because it feels fun, and then it just clicked.
Thanks, Miguel. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we won't. Maybe we'll break even after patching up Grinder here.
Oh. Can I want to collect the mint
So mint describes
mint
the
dagger.
quality of an item in
I
this
know
game?
it does. I'm just
Okay.
thinking I was being stupid.
I'm just making
That
sure
smells
everyone
funny.
would understand that this shank you roll advantage on the damage.
Spearmint.
Right?
Ooh.
Wow.
I collect it. So I have a mint shank.
Yeah,
Okay.
a little best friend he relaxes. Maybe we'll actually make some money out of this freaking adventure we've been on.
A genuine spellbook, yeah.
We won't
I
have
don't know
any
what this
food.
does.
Spells in the spellbook: to utter binding thorns, to make a slave of the dead, and to inflame the hateful passions.
But we can't
Oh,
read,
but
so
we can't
we
read.
don't know.
Yeah. Did anyone look at how spellcasting works in this game though?
No, I deliberately
Yes.
didn't. It's a I like
Okay.
how it's kind of
It's cool.
set aside.
It's cool.
Yeah.
And there's no boring
It is,
spells
yeah,
in this
it's,
Yeah.
they're
Right.
wild. Yeah, the
Yeah.
magic in this game is fucked up.
But
Yeah.
you have
So-
to be able to read in order to
Good. So
do
at least
spells.
Finn knows like the atom bomb of a book that whoever's picking up the spell book is like holding, right? Like
We know how much it's worth? Or you
Oh,
said-
Finn, how much is this one worth?
since Ian read the rules on spellcasting, therefore Finn knows
Okay, I guess
how
it means Finn has some
freaky
inkling
deaky
of,
spells are. Yeah.
he's heard
Finn, is
rumors,
this a-
yeah.
Is this
Yeah.
a genuine wizard book?
That's gonna fetch some pounds, but what the real treasure in that book is if we can understand what those spells do.
Finn, you gotta practice your letters.
we can't read.
But you gotta practice. I want you to be able
We
to
got to
blow
find
shit up.
somebody who can teach us this magic.
Oh,
Maybe Father
we-
Phil,
we
but
can
he
be-
might think
We
this.
can become the most powerful blokes in the city.
Oh shit!
Well,
I think we're good.
And
We can
ladies,
just leave.
excuse me.
There's another
immediately
room
have
right
a mental image of the five of you trying to like co-cast a spell out of a book.
This is gonna go well.
there. Heavy
as
old
long as
salt.
we
Yeah, bear in
all
mind, Finn
memorize
has-
one word, we should be
Yeah.
able to. We should be able to do it,
Yeah.
right?
Finn has no idea how this works, no clue what he's really talking about. He's just
Yeah.
like, magic.
Yeah, yeah.
I've heard that there's wizards that could turn you into I don't even know what.
Like
A
a frog.
dog, two dogs, I don't know.
Two
Could be
dogs.
anything.
Two dogs.
That's amazing. Grinder, would you want to be a dog person?
Wizard Harry.
No.
Oh,
Perhaps that wasn't a well chosen example. I'm sorry.
no.
But I'm excited.
In Finn's wildest imagination, it's just polymorphic dogs.
He's trying to
More and
imagine
more
other
dogs.
stuff, and it's just like one more dog. Yeah.
Can we fix Grinder for free? Because then it'll be worth it.
No. I'll just throw the book at him. Didn't work.
No, he's got 3 hit points left. He's dead.
Dead.
but wait a
Gone.
second.
Sorry, that took out my other lung.
If there's
Right in the look.
if there's a secret wizard passage, does that mean there's a secret wizard in this house?
Oh crap.
Oh,
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 I didn't mean to make everybody
right.
a little bit sad.
I suppose it does.
Do you think
Oh,
that old
shy.
man who
I
shot
thought I
Grinder
He'll
was...
teach us how to read.
Yeah,
he
he
might
said,
be
"I
able
cast
to teach us.
crossbow."
Oi!
That's your takeaway.
It's
Who's
too
gonna
bad
go
he's
ask
not
him?
going to like us on account of us
Hi, we
being up
didn't.
in his house.
We accidentally found your secret wizard lab, but would you mind teaching us how to cast a spell or two?
Fine, fuck off.
I
I just.
Oh. Should we check this
So
one
maybe
more
we can-
room before
think
we
so.
go?
Maybe
talk
we
to the
can
book?
blackmail him. We,
All right, I'm
if
gonna
we
move-
if
I'm gonna
he
move you
don't
guys
teach us, then we tell the church, right?
Oh,
Oh yeah, Father Phil, be right, man.
That's maybe the best idea I've had in like 5 weeks.
I like it.
Hold that thought, Finn. Let's see.
Well, what?
Maybe 6.
So besides this book, should we take anything else from here?
Everything.
I got this knife. I'm like, "Arr."
Oh
Yeah, it was
yeah, yeah.
the creepy engraved knife.
it had a whale on it.
4 tomes of fragmented illegal knowledge, £1.
Yep.
1 genuine spellbook, £3, and the mint sacrificial shank, 1 shilling 8
Who's
pence.
writing this down? Because if it's in
I
a
wrote
secret,
mint shake.
I'll
take
take
everything.
the books.
Take everything. It's in a
Legal
secret.
books.
It's in a secret room, lads. It's gotta be worth something.
Four tomes.
Who's taking the spell book? Is that me or does somebody else want to be the bearer
you,
of that
Finn.
book? Okay.
I don't
What's
think
got
I
the
would be
sack?
trusted
I'm
with
gonna
it. It might slip out of my hands as this shank is slowly slipping.
You know how when your shoes make that sound on the ground when it's wet, your whole body makes that noise.
Not very stealthy.
Okay, next room to the south here is a smoking lounge. Ornately furnished, flanked by two overstuffed sofas with paisley pattern throws. Rich fabrics from the colonies cover most of the walls, russet and scarlet. A pair of tulwars hang upon the wall above the tobacco cabinet. The cabinet has detailing of tobacco plantations, and the smell of smoke is pungent.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I'll open that up.
Uh-oh, we lost someone.
Nope.
I'm still here. I just got to
Okay.
step away
Oh,
for a moment.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Grinder
He's
died.
got the wireless sound. He's listening to it.
He opened a smoke room and he died.
He's only got the one
couldn't
lung.
deal.
His lungs couldn't handle it.
All right. Two tulwars treat as decent longswords, 5 shilling each.
Grab those.
2 sofas, rich fabrics, the tobacco cabinets. 30 doses of Richard's Reserve tobacco, 6 shillings.
Ooh.
3 doses of Baltic Baccy, Baccy, Baccy?
Mhm.
Bacchanalia?
Backy, maybe.
Baccy.
Tobacco, yeah.
Tobacco,
Okay.
wacky
Is it
tobacco.
Tobacco, thank you. 4 shillings and 2 good pipes, 8 shillings each.
Ow.
Just smoke them, lads.
I don't know how much of this I can even carry now. I'm starting to fill
Yep.
up, yeah.
How does inventory work? Do we need to
Yeah.
track it, or can we just
Oh,
put
There's-
everything on the
inventory.
couch?
It's not unlimited, I know that.
Yeah.
Stuff it all
there's
in
no
the
way.
couch.
Put it on the couch in the cushions, and then we'll take the couch.
Yeah, we're good.
There's no way
Three
it's full
three
of it in
belt
this thing.
slots. Do you want me to rattle off the inventory stuff?
Please, Ian.
Okay, yeah. So we've got 3. Everybody has 3 belt slots, 10 backpack slots, or I'm sorry, I think backpack slots equal to your strength score, which I think is, well, it's either that or it's 10. I apologize. I don't remember which, and my strength is 10, so I can't tell.
We'll go with strength if it's higher than 10. That's fine.
Okay.
That's our
And then
house.
there's up to 3 additional spaces of external storage you can get by strapping things to the outside of your pack. Each one of those slots you fill removes 1 from your dex, or lowers your dex by 1 while you're wearing the pack. Although it also says that you can carry a sack in one that will take up 1 hand when you're carrying it, but they can cover an additional 4 slots if you want to carry stuff around.
Dirk had a sack, right?
Yeah, I have one too, I think.
All right. Now let's fill up as much
I
as
do
we
not
can,
have a sack.
Okay, let's see.
because we came here to rob, right? To burgle the place, lads.
Yeah, that's the whole point of being
We
here.
feel like we've burgled
I am-
enough.
I am very close to maximally burdened.
We didn't get the larder.
I still have
There's
some
food
room.
down there. And a
Grinder's
person.
holding all his inventory slots for the larder.
Yeah, I have 11 strength, so I guess I have a backpack that can hold 11 things.
Let's go with that, yeah. Thank you, Ian.
Yeah, I can pile
Yeah.
my the swords in here, and some of that tobacco for sure. How much slots of tobacco worth would you say, Matt?
1 slot. It all fits
Okay.
into 1 slot.
Yeah,
There's 2 different kinds of tobacco. Each one will take a slot.
Okay.
So 30 doses of Richard's Reserve, that's the good stuff, and 3 doses of Baltic tobacco,
Okay, I'll grab them both.
2 pipes, you said, right?
and 2 good pipes. Each pipe would take a slot.
But we have 2 swords now, right? And I guess anybody can use those, right? They're decent, so they have
Mhm.
that means with advantage, or
It's a straight roll, I think, is decent.
a straight roll.
Ropey, decent, or mint.
Lads, do we want to call it quits here, or do we want to take on that old bugger upstairs and see if there's anything else worth looting?
Well, I thought we were coming to get the crossbow so we could go to the larder.
Well, we gotta take on
That's
that old
what's
bugger.
called a
then.
ruse, my friend.
Yeah, I was lying about that. Sorry if that wasn't clear.
You're a liar?
Yeah, there's
Well,
finger
not
crossed.
to you, mate, but yeah, to Fat Rat. I don't
Fat
have a
rat.
good feeling about all that. Everybody's drunk. There's dead guys everywhere. I see you. You know, I didn't realize you were unaware of my feelings about the matter.
What?
So when we moved the couch over that door, you
I
thought we were
thought
going
that was
back?
just.
Well, it was little bastard Annie said it was only temporary.
You know,
Oh,
in
poor
a
man.
sense, they might still chew through it, but I
Yeah,
have a feeling
let's
that
see how they sort it out themselves, and if they need
Yeah.
our help, Grinder, we'll give them a hand.
Oh, okay.
We can still go upstairs if you want, though,
Maybe we can live in this attic.
in this attic.
Moving up.
I still think we should try to blackmail the old fellow.
What?
See if we can get him to
We
teach
have
us how to
magic
read
books.
this book.
Magic book.
Hopefully, he
Sound
won't
that.
find out that we stabbed his son. I didn't think about that.
Oh, you
He's all
stabbed
right.
him. That's
Whereas-
why he was
I really
growling.
don't want to see that guy again.
Maybe this
He's
is
a-
now just the second best idea you've had, Finn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still
I'm starting to
alive.
question my plan.
So do we want to at least parlay with the old fella? Maybe sell him his books back if it's
Ooh,
this kind of
pirate
wizard
stuff.
or cult shit.
What if he already knows magics, though?
Oh, but we
Ooh,
got his books.
blimey.
Oh, you
Do
can't
you need
cast
the
it without
books
a
to
book,
make the
right?
magics?
I don't know.
Hmm.
That's a bloody good point. What if he, does magics on us?
Do we know anything about this, Matt?
What?
About magics? Like
No.
even if it's wrong, like
Nope.
do they need a wand or some shit?
Nope. You have no idea. You have no idea.
That's a good point. Maybe we'll just yell up there.
Yeah.
We got your
Okay.
book.
So, okay. So I'm going to speed run you guys back to the stairwell. And assuming Dirk actually did say, we got your book.
He's
Oh.
from the 3 rooms away.
Just it's getting kind of late, so we're going to keep this moving.
Yeah.
When you say that, you hear the sound of the crossbow slowly like uncocking, like you know that you guys know how those work, and you hear the miserly old man at the top go, that's what do you want then?
Who's got
Entry
the
to the
book?
larder.
Shit.
Well, that's where
Grinder,
my
shut up.
the larder, that's where my shit, I want to get the relation. That's where my Cecilia is currently being held prisoner by those bastardly cheese thieves. My granddaughter.
Oh,
No, she's not.
shut up, Grinder.
She's not.
Yeah,
He
Grinder, how
has
would you
more
know?
eloquent ways.
There's someone down there killing a lot of our people. Yes.
A lot of your people. You lot of cheese thieves then.
No.
You hear him
Not
slowly
strictly.
like, why did I
not-
uncock this crossbow? That was probably a bad idea.
Yeah. We should have decided who's going to do the negotiation. Yeah.
It's by committee right now.
Who's got the books? Maybe they should be the ones piping up. Grinder, zip it, lad.
What if we get her out for you? Is that worth anything to you?
I will.
Uh-oh.
It'd be worth quite a lot to me, actually. We can talk about maybe parting with some remnants of this estate in exchange for my granddaughter returned to me.
Like furnitures or
Like, what's the most expensive thing here?
That I don't know off the top of my head.
The wizard book, which we took.
Yeah, probably.
That could be it. Yeah.
Well,
How? Oh yeah.
no, go ahead.
I was gonna ask him like, how's we supposed to know? How's we get her to not kill us when we walk in? If we get in there to see her, how is we supposed to convince her that we's actually going to get her out and not just there to try to, mess her about? knock
Look,
her off or
I'm
whatever?
gonna come down the stairs now.
Oh, damn.
You guys stay on the western wall over by the coat coat room, and we'll have this discussion in a more civilized manner.
Should we tell him about the
Should we
oil
tell
on
him
the
about
stairs?
the oil? What do you think?
Well, let's see what happens.
And you start hearing the drag thump of very beleaguered steps down the stairs, along with like the you can hear like the mechanism of the crossbow. He's coming down armed.
All right.
In fact, he comes down to the top of the stairs and struggles to, but manages to hold the crossbow up to point at the five of you, which I assume did move to the far wall. Look, my estate's been under siege by those bastard rats for almost a week now. I'll have my daughter back if I have to do it myself. But rather, maybe we could work together.
Mm.
Name your price, young sirs.
Oh,
Kind
anyway,
of, you can
Everything in
calling
the
you guys
larder.
the contents of the larder, with a notable exception, I can agree to.
Oh, Grinder, shut up.
Grinder. This rat man, cheese thief, pardon me, does not speak for the lot of us.
Then why do you let him speak? And he moves the crossbow to point it at Grinder.
Well, that's a
Hello.
good point. Get it? He's pointing something at you. Anyway,
The red folk are not without merit.
Well, wait. I have an idea. So the rat folk down there, they like the drink. Do we have, like, maybe we can put something in the drink and they drink the drink and it makes them go to sleep. And then we just walk in and open up the larder.
Oh, Grinder, that's actually a really
Yeah.
good idea.
poison even. That'd work.
That's really brilliant.
Oh, that's why we keep you around.
But that would take more time. And as he says that, his stern countenance sort of chips a little bit, and you see his lip curl in that way that you've only really seen like an opium addict's lip curl when they're low on the substance.
Oh,
And the perceptive among you are figuring out that Peter is short on time. For what, you don't know, but he is being motivated now by like an addict.
Oh, lead the way. We'll be right behind you.
Lead the way.
We'll
Mhm.
support you in getting your daughter/granddaughter out of there.
I think that would take a skill check of some kind to smooth talk Peter.
Well, you think a rush, right?
Yeah. I think that would just be like a blank, because sometimes it's just against like a raw number, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
what
how
is
it works
it?
sometimes.
I guess you just have to call it and say like,
Yeah,
2d6.
like you pick a number for one of us to beat, I guess, or for
Yeah, I'm scrolling my way there. I'm thinking this is quite difficult to talk him into doing it. So you got to roll below a 10.
With how much?
Uncertain, you 3d6, get 10 or below, and he'll come with you.
All right, who wants to roll?
14, because you got him. No, I'm gonna stick with 10. Sorry, I'm gonna stick with 10. 3d6.
10?
I think it's you, Annie, because you're the one who just said
Ah,
we're right
fuck's
behind
sake.
you.
All right. Where's our? Oh, we don't have it in the. Oh, there it is. Dice roll. Right. You said 3d6 or 4d6?
Yeah, 3d6.
14. Nope.
That's a fail. Okay. Instead, he
Shoots Grinder.
he shoots
Shoots
Grinder.
the
No. Sorry, I need to look up the spell now.
Shit.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Here's a wizard.
Oh, shit. That just
You're a wizard, Harry.
Should have fucked off, I guess.
He
Oh,
cast a
no.
crossbow.
TPK.
I just want to double check. Can you cast spells like in like
Remember, the stairs are slippery, Matt.
Ooh, slippery
And
stairs.
he's
Yeah, he didn't stop
old.
at the landing though. I did say.
Yeah,
I did
he's
say.
not going all the way
Might
around.
break a
I was
hip.
Honest to
waiting for him
goodness,
to
I
go
hadn't
down
even
just
thought
a
of that.
little more.
I hadn't even thought of that.
You might fall and can't get up.
Okay.
We just lost a senior demographic, guys. I'm sorry.
Annie.
About to get tentacles.
I gotta say, this book, the way the book is set up is not my favorite.
Sorry, creators of this book that are watching
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, what was his name? Luke Gygax?
Sorry,
Fuck
Luke.
that guy.
Luke Gygax.
Fuck that
No.
Luke. It's another one. Like I know it's another Luke. I know it's not Luke Gygax.
It is a Luke, yeah. I guess like if you were playing this like long term, it'd be
You
fine.
get to know the book, I think. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's very condensed. I think it's like
Yeah.
a lot of his writing's very succinct.
Yeah, just make a ruling. I was listening to a podcast about it. Like just say like, hey guys.
Okay. Yeah,
You
we'll
shoot
just
him.
that.
Rock, paper, scissors, and we win.
Make a hard like constitution. Is it Constitution? Yeah.
Oh shit.
A 46 con save.
and
On
Annie
all
had-
of us or just
No,
Annie?
Annie.
Annie
as
has
he
four
sort of
con.
reaches into his pocket, and this really narrow scroll full of like long of cryptic writing sort of like unfurls from his pocket,
Oh, look
and
at
he
that.
just sort of like waves it across the space.
Oh, shit.
Speaking a language none of you have ever heard before.
So you want to roll under your con score, right? Is what you're saying, or over it?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep,
so I'm just
under.
gonna tell you this: she automatically fails because she only has 4 cons. So even if she got
Well, if you get 4 ones,
even if she
right?
got 4
Awesome.
ones, is it meet it or beat it? No, it has to be below it, right?
We're sort of ad-libbing it here. So I want to know what you roll, because the worse you roll,
Oh, okay. A 10.
The demon.
okay. Annie, you're going to roll 2d20 now.
2d20. My gosh.
Yep.
2d20.
Yeah.
It's a 20. Nat 20. No, just a 20.
On both of them?
19 and a 1.
Oh,
So
a 19 and a 1. Okay, so everyone standing next to Annie see her rapidly age 20 years at your side.
Whoa.
Yes.
Oh, Annie.
Okay.
How old were you
Uh,
before?
I have no idea.
Um,
If I had to guess, maybe I mean, I don't think people live very long in this.
well,
land.
yeah, here's the description. The target is withered, aging D20 years in the blink of an eye.
So
Skin
she-
becoming leather and the eyes clouded. So I think it immediately rockets you into old age.
Oh, my
Alright.
God.
Oh, fuck. I was just making fun of old people. Okay.
Yep. Join them! Join them!
With wizards.
Join them.
Oh my God, Eddie!
Annie,
Days
what the
away
hell
from
happened?
Retirement.
Okay, 20 divided by 3 is roughly 6. All of your stats go down by 6.
Oh, well, her con is
Shit.
below 0 now, so she's probably dead.
What does
right?
that mean
Yeah,
if
I
you're
think
below
Annie
0?
I think Annie just
And
dies.
he just dies.
Whoa!
God, yeah, what?
She's like, oh, this was a
Fuck.
much better result than hanging out with you all.
And now, steeled on by this horrific display of arcane magic, the Peter does take that step onto the slippery stair and slips and falls.
And breaks his neck.
He's got a life alert bracelet.
Yeah, he slips and you could hear his tailbone like crack on the stairs. As
Oh,
Oh,
Are we allowed to act now?
And now I
I
think
don't
we're
know how this
rolling
works.
combat as he's prone on the
Oh,
ground.
We had to roll initiative or something?
I forget how it goes. Oh no, it goes by what weapon you're wielding.
Well, I'm
But in
wielding
reverse
a
order.
mint shake shank.
Okay, so that would put you at okay, so we have a table on like the left of the map.
Oh, okay.
It's weapon/state. For the first round, we're going from the bottom to the top. So anyone with a long weapon and a shield, medium weapon and a shield, long weapon, you guys are probably up first. Oh
Okay.
yeah, Cornelius.
Yeah, I got
Your
this new
turn.
Tulwar. I've never used before, but it's in good shape.
We'll put you in a long weapon, yeah.
Yep.
Because it's like a long sword.
Yeah, so I will waste no time and
You
you
run
know
over and
use my stick skill with a bladed weapon.
awesome. Uh, prone. If he's prone, what happens? Is it an automatic hit? Yeah,
Thanks.
it'll be an
Yeah.
automatic hit. So go ahead and deal your damage, sir.
Okay. Oh boy. Let's see. Yeah, longsword is a D6, I think. Oh no, D10. Exciting. Ah, 2 damage.
2 damage. Oh, okay. So like a middling hit. You jab him in the arm, and he does drop his crossbow. But instead, he sort of turns his face up to you, Cornelius, and he has the same feral look all of a sudden as his son, with the serrated, deadly-looking teeth.
Oh shit, no.
Any other long weapons? Anyone else? There was 2 tall wars. Anyone else wielding one?
Got a sword, long sword.
Finn, you're up.
The long
Uh,
weapons go first? Is that
On
what
the
you
first
said?
round,
On the first round.
yeah, assuming
Okay.
people are like clashing, yeah, and then we go top to bottom.
Oh, I see.
And then-
Okay.
yep.
So yeah, I will run up on him and try to take a swing as well.
Okay, it's an automatic hit because you'd be prone.
Sweet. All right. A whopping 1 damage.
Ooh, you guys have not wielded proper long weapons before, so it's a little.
It's showing, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, medium weapons and then short weapons. I think that puts you up. And Grinder, I think your claws count as a.
I
Well,
don't
you're
know if they
unarmed,
count
yeah.
as.
Okay.
Yeah, I would think unarmed.
Okay, so Finn, you're up, and Grinder is on deck. Annie, no, don't bother.
Finish one.
And he's dead.
I just went dead.
Did
Sorry,
you
I
mean
meant
me?
Dirk. I meant
Oh,
Dirk.
okay. What do I do?
What do you do?
Oh, well, I want to go slit this dude's throat. That's what I
Okay.
want to do.
Well, it's an automatic hit to attack a prone target. So
Okay.
you're just going to do the damage. And does anyone know what a shank does? I think it's D.
Should I have a look at
Uh,
that?
I think it's D6.
D6.
No, that's my claws.
Yes, D6.
It's D6. for a shank?
Shanks are also D6. Yeah, if they're
Okay.
rupee, then it's the disadvantage.
So your shank has advantage on the damage. Dirk.
So I roll 2d6 and take the higher.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh, the fancy one, yeah.
That's right. Yeah, you got the ritual dagger.
Oh, and he looks mad about that. To be
I rolled 1.
2 ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're all getting withered.
Oh,
he's-
so I'm really upset that you did this to my friend, but I'm shaking, obviously. Slippery.
Oh, no.
Dirk has like the moment where he's like slipping out of his hands.
Oh,
But he's
oh,
Grinder.
I think Grinder reads the room, sees all of his friends being completely inept, and tries to grab a hold of Annie's arm because he's probably not really sure that she's dead. She just went down after aging. And I'm heading out the door.
It comes off.
I am
Yeah.
pulling I'm gonna try to drag Annie out the door. Of course, if my lung starts really hurting, then I guess I'm leaving her.
You can drag Annie, but you're just not getting as far as you would think because of
Yeah.
your lung. So you get to like the doorway.
Okay.
Because
I mean I'll die. I know if I
Yeah.
jump in on this, I'll die. So
yeah.
I did my
Peter-
part with the sun.
You did.
Yeah.
Is armed with a. I'll put him at the end. I don't mind keeping him at the end, but he's unarmed. And he sort of pushes off the ground through like the
Strong.
blades that are like skewering him to the like he pushes like he doesn't mind like being more impaled, right? And Dirk, he bites you.
oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
So moist.
So
I'm very slippery.
it says attack +2. I'm forgetting like how that works for him.
I don't know what I
Oh, an attack roll is 2d10 and roll over, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I rolled a 6 + 2 is 7. And do you know your defense?
That would-
Patchwork
would be-
armor? That's what I have.
That's
It would
armor is
be
a silk
8 with a
lance.
short weapon.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, that's by the chart. So your defense is 8. So he just barely avoids biting
Oof.
at your face, Dirk.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Too slippery.
Now we flip the chart and we go top to bottom. So shooting or begin casting. He's not casting. Is anyone have a weapon to shoot? I don't.
I wanted
that
to
would
throw
make-
my cheese. Would that have been shooting? If I had cheese.
I guess so. Are you gonna throw your cheese?
Oh, it's gone.
No.
I got it.
Okay.
I was told
Separate.
to give it.
So he
Doorknobs
bites
and
you
all.
again, Dirk.
Oh no.
And this time I rolled well over 8. I rolled 10
Okay.
to bite you. And he
Ow.
bites D6 plus 1.
Oh dang.
Ooh, 6 damage, Dirk.
Wow.
You'll
How
absorb
many
a
hit points
little
do you
with
have,
your
Dirk?
armor.
I have 10.
Oh yeah, now you have armor though.
Oh, what does that mean?
What kind of armor do you have?
It said patchwork?
So that's like ropey. So that's
Yeah, it'll absorb
disadvantage.
D4 damage, I think.
yeah. So you're gonna roll D4 twice, take the lowest,
Okay.
and subtract 6 from it. That's how much your armor absorbs.
I rolled a 2 and a 1. So say it again, I'm sorry.
So you take 5
Jeez.
damage.
Okay, I take 5 damage.
And
So-
then we gotta check something else. So
If
you're gonna
I
make a
take that again, I might be with Annie.
make a Constitution save.
Okay. And I roll a D20 for that.
Nope, you're gonna roll.
Saves are 3d6, is that right?
Sorry.
3D. Yeah,
3d6. Okay.
3d6 and try to get below your Constitution. Thank you, Kevin.
What if I roll exactly my Constitution?
That's fine. You save.
I rolled a 10.
Okay. Dirk's bite wound on his like shoulder is covered in like a very vile looking pus or goo
Oh, this
That
looks
came out
good.
that came out of Peter's mouth.
Ugh.
Yeah. That's our unarmed. Technically, Grinder, it's you. You get out the door with Annie. Discretion being the better part of valor.
Where are you going,
Then
Grinder?
we go to short weapons, which is Dirk.
So I try to attack.
Sure.
I'm gonna try and attack him with 2d10. Is that what I do?
2d10 and add your fighting skill if you have one. Probably not.
I don't think so.
Okay, so just 2d10 and you're trying to get above his 8.
I rolled 9.
You score above his 8.
Okay. And then roll d6.
2d6.
2d6 because I
2d6 took
I
the
got
better, yep.
special. I rolled 2 1s again.
Oh,
Guys, this is how I play these
So
types
cursing.
of games. Remember, I'm very not good at them. I don't know why I do this.
All right, long weapons,
I mean,
I think is
this is how you would expect, like, this is how the movie about a group of teenagers that decides to start a thieving ring goes, right? Like, this is realistic.
But Matt knows my luck with dice rolls, so this is on brand.
yeah. This is you need roll unders. Yeah.
I did. I rolled 2 1s.
All right, Cornelius and Finn. your
Okay.
turn.
With this big new sword, we'll see. I think zeros is 20, right? Or so.
Sorry, you should be rolling 2d10 to get above. You rolled 2 double zeros.
Yeah, I did.
you-
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
a critical hit,
Oh, you
Oh,
did
wow.
it.
and you slay Peter the First instantly. You his head goes.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You
and
just
his
narrowly
body
miss
slumps
me
to
as
the
he
floor.
bites me.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but
like,
I do believe per the rules, double tens is instant death.
holy shit, wow.
Oh, cool. You automatically kill him if you
Just
double turn
shaking
it?
right
Straight up
now.
kill him. Yep.
Oh, Cornelius, you saved my life.
Ah!
This really hurts.
Oh,
He's
Hey,
still
guys,
smiling though. Like
I don't think Annie's okay. I don't think she's okay.
what gives you that?
And she like crumbles to dust in his hand.
Yeah, it's like a mummy now.
Oh,
Oh,
No!
Well,
I
What?
told you. Yeah, magic. You got to watch out for it.
I really want to learn what's in that book now.
We got to learn how to do that.
I really do.
Hey, put that ash in a bag. We're gonna bring it back.
I think it's
Yeah, we
time to
gotta-
leave.
Scoop her up in like
Gotta
a
scatter
sock.
our ashes.
Put it in the
Yeah.
back.
Hold on, I think I saw a
Somebody
room
get
in a
that
closet.
crossbow. Let's get out of here.
Oh,
Sure.
God.
Okay. So
Okay.
armed with the crossbow, you guys bolt out of the Linsome estate. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Armed with forbidden occult knowledge, some occult reference material, the ashes of your decomposing friend, sacrificial dagger, and our one shot closes with the cheese thieves. Their patience is worn out, and they set fire to the whole estate, and it burns down. And I think that ends our exploration of Swyvers. I like the system. I don't think I really cared for this introductory adventure. I think I would, if we kept playing, I think I would just DIY. But so you guys know, the Linsome estate, they were a family
Spoilers.
of They were a family of ghouls.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, and
Oh.
the take in the larder was a bunch of human bodies for cannibalizing.
There was food down there.
Creepy.
There was other. It was like all the food your characters could dream of carrying out was also available in the larder. Cecilia was another ghoul, and she was armed. She was more armored up than the Peter the Third, the
That
first guy
would
you
have been so
encountered.
bad for us. Yeah.
Yep. The cheese thieves were pretty much as presented.
Anything in the attic or first floor?
Yeah, we didn't
In the
explore
attic,
those.
you could find the Grandpa Linsome,
Hope there's more.
There's
who
more.
is like a full-on vampire,
Oh,
basically.
cool.
Amazing.
Oh, that would have
wow.
been fun. We would have won that fight.
I'm curious, what don't you care for or didn't you care for about the scenario?
Just the way it's presented, it's very hard to. I guess it's on me. I think I needed to like read and reread the material. Like running it off the book, it was kind of hard to do.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe it's a me problem.
No.
But
Well, if the way it's
Vast
presented
No.
makes it harder to run, that's I mean, I can see that.
It was,
You know,
it
it's
was
not
like
a selling
very, I don't know what to say, like, it had a level of like mundane detail, right?
Mhm.
Which is like the surface of what you're seeing.
Yeah.
Which would have persisted, I think, if we didn't find the secret room, right?
yeah,
We would have probably gone looking upstairs to figure out, if we could parlay or get the crossbow, and then we'd have dealt with the cheese thieves
So
and
the
figured out
secret
more
room
of
is
the crazy stuff there. But
the
Yeah,
real way
you know,
to find the
after
secret
that
room
was unlocked, like it was very, very much more like
Yeah.
scary and like
But the real way to find the
uncertain.
secret room is to you go to the writing desk, which you have to spend time to find, and then you have to write Peter 2 on a piece of scrap paper. The desk contains a scrap of paper with Peter 2 written 12 times.
We can't write. We can't read.
Yeah, we would.
Yeah, we would not have done
that.
Yeah, we never
Writing
figured that
Peter
out.
happened.
2 on a sheet of paper causes the desk behind it and the wall behind it to become immaterial until the word is crossed out, allowing access to room 5. So the secret to get into the room was actually to write the guy's name. But yeah, if the party's illiterate, how would
Yeah.
that didn't make
That's
sense?
like an
So
old
when
school
Dirk was like,
RPG,
I
I
pull
could
a
imagine we
book,
could still have
like
copied
puzzle.
it without knowing what
Yeah.
we're doing. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but you would have had
Pretty
to
hard.
recognize that even was
What's a word?
meaningful. Right,
Yeah.
a bunch of illiterates are like.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that we would have put
It
value
was
in a
doodles.
piece of paper.
It was
with-
just things.
Yeah,
I mean, we got to
did-
imagine that we would recognize that there were letters and that it was words, but why would we care? We can't read them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wouldn't have been
Re-
able to do anything.
Yeah, I'm reading the virtual room.
It does
and
seem
I was
unlikely
like,
that
this
we would have
party's not-
figured that puzzle out. Yeah, I think that would have been a long shot.
For me, it was tough. Like we're breaking in and robbing the place, but somebody ran out, the cops. So I was like, how are we motivated to stay here and keep it?
Right.
Because you said like there's hours if you spend hours here, and I was like, why aren't we like grabbing shit and running away? Like,
Yeah,
Right.
that's
smash
that's
and
the
grab.
other
Yeah,
problem
it
with
was-
this adventure is that it's the same thing in like Mothership when you run a module, you have to take away the player's escape route. We went through
Right.
this problem with that rat casino thing that we did, Rob. Where
Yeah.
it was like there was like
Yeah.
what's stopping you guys from just leaving? That's my other. And then my
Right.
last complaint with this adventure is the encounter trees are if then trees. Like, so
Oh.
both the ghouls and the ratmen are on their own trees, and you roll d6 for each tree every time the players enter a room. And the first encounter for both of them, one is Peter 3 shows up and fights you guys. And then for the rats, it's they parlay with you. But then it's like if the party agrees to help, if the Peter loses the combat or Peter wins the combat. But all of them lead to like no more encounters. Like if Peter loses the fight, then you don't roll for any more ghoul encounters. Which I was like, that's kind of boring. For the Ratmen, if you guys fight, then and what happens if the party agrees to help? No more Ratman encounters. I'm done rolling on it. So like, the trees both dead end like immediately.
Yeah, you could see that like
Yeah.
for example, like with the Ratman, I actually wasn't even sure that they'd be in the session. Like I thought it was almost like Fat Rat was like somewhere off screen, and that
Oh
like,
yeah.
that'd
Yeah.
be something Grinder would have to deal with
Yeah.
down the
Right.
line. But
That's exactly. I was surprised when we went down there and I was like, oh, she's here.
there, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just
Well, they've been
Yeah.
there. They've been there for like weeks, just
Yeah.
Right.
getting drunk.
Getting
That's amazing.
everywhere.
Yeah, and now they're just hungry. They're like hungover and they want to eat.
We broke the game when we walked in the front door, I think.
No, that was actually the way they wanted to do it. I don't know. I like the game. I like the system. I think I could do better adventuring just off the cuff.
Well, I had a lot of fun though.
Yeah, it worked out. I died,
yeah.
which is
Yeah.
my
The
favorite.
game was a lot of fun to play.
But like yeah, and it was like always the kind of voice of reason or like at least of action, right?
And then she shrivels up and
She died
dies.
immediately.
What was
I
that
think-
spell called?
I think
The
the
spell-
one thing for me was like each room we went into, and I think this goes to your point, Kevin, about everything being kind of mundane, was that you walk into a room, you get a description, there's a bunch of like mundane stuff, and then you're like, okay, where do I go next?
Some
Other
some
than
of it's
just moving-
valuable, and some of
Right.
it's really gross. And I think we knew we didn't want to touch the gross stuff. Like that was a
Right.
part of like
Yeah.
Yeah.
staying a bit in character. But I love how you played Grinder because you were obviously food motivated, and you became more cautious too. Like you saw an opportunity for someone else to maybe do some like of the dirty work potentially, whether that was us or the rabbit, and it did like drive us into that interesting scenario.
Whoa.
Uh,
Okay, something I missed
so-
for the spell. For every year added to the target, an additional target loses that many years of age. That
an additional target.
We all grew up.
so I didn't I didn't have a deck of cards on hand.
Right.
But I
Who
guess
else?
what I should have done to cast spells in this game, you played blackjack basically.
Oh.
And every spell aligns to a humor, which also aligns to a suit in the deck of cards. So if Peter had flipped a club, then the spell bounces to another target is how that works. But when I just had Annie do a con save, it didn't really apply.
We killed
But
the only
anyway, so
woman
if you
in the room.
get 17 to 20 on blackjack, they age D 20 years. If you hit blackjack, they age D 100 years in the blink of an eye. Just to give you an idea of how lethal spells are. No, I like the game. I like the mechanics. The opening adventure left a little bit. There wasn't much of an anchor for the group either.
Right.
There really
I
isn't
think-
any hooks presented to this thing. It's just a house open for the
To
two.
be
It's
honest,
definitely-
I liked this scenario. I thought it was pretty cool.
Okay.
I don't know. I thought it was a pretty good intro scenario for this setting and everything. What didn't really make sense to me was why the search times were as long as they were.
Mm.
Yeah.
So like,
That's
I don't
a
see
very
why it
old
would take
school.
20 minutes to take silverware off a table. I don't see why it would take an hour to find that a writing desk has. I mean, even if it's got stuff on it that you have to sort through, I don't think it would
Yeah.
take an hour to find a piece of paper with a bunch of stuff strangely written on it,
I agree.
repeatedly.
I agree.
Yeah, it seems like those could have been down shorter because there was a good deal of time pressure. It did not feel like a good idea to spend an hour searching through a room once we know there's hostile parties.
But what's
all
that-
over the
but-
place.
Yeah, what
Well,
happens
okay.
if it
I was
takes an
gonna
hour?
say, what was there? That's where I was going. Was there any mechanics in the game that say roll for random encounters every X number of minutes of time passing or anything?
See,
Because otherwise, you walk into every room, you say, "I'm gonna like look as long as it takes me to find
Yeah.
good
whenever
stuff."
10 minutes
Yeah.
pass in game, a loud noise is made, or the players are getting bogged down. Roll 2d6. One of these is for the ghouls, the other is for the cheese
Okay,
thieves.
well
So
there you go.
okay.
Okay.
But
There
then
you go.
again, you guys had both run the trees down to no more encounters. So
Oh, because
Well,
Peter
okay.
fucked off and that we parlayed. Oh, okay.
yeah,
And it
The
didn't
tree, yeah,
give
the
any
tree
reason
structure is
why.
weird to me.
yeah.
Like, okay, we defeat the young guy, he runs away. Why would like the old man and the the vampire in the attic not do anything?
Well,
They're
the
just like, oh
vampire,
man,
the
these.
vampire's in like torpor, and you guys have to like fuck with him to wake him up.
He's
But yeah,
sleeping.
Peter loses combat. It goes to no further encounters. Either he guards the stairs with a decent like crossbow, or if he's dead, I went with that. Peter the first guards it instead. If the party displays overwhelming force, they may attempt to renegotiate. And then from there it goes no further encounters rolled.
That's all right.
Yeah.
We all have fun.
I liked what was going on in the house. It needed a reason for you guys to never want to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And I think maybe that's on me. I think in a proper, like, we're gonna do a Swyvers campaign, I would shore up how desperate you guys are, how hungry you guys are. If you leave, it means you're going back to the streets. You're probably gonna starve to death. It's kind of like this is your last chance to like
The
get a
last
take.
hope.
Yeah. So do or die in the Linsolm estate would be
Well, we
the
got
way
lots of stuff out of
There's,
it.
I think a fun mechanic to port into this, or one way to do that might be, this is just popped into my head,
Yeah.
like the way that it's done in Trophy Gold. I've never actually played Trophy Gold. Played Trophy Dark a couple times, had a great time with it. But there's like a thing where you basically you have this kind of debt that you start out with, and if you return to town without enough treasure, like and you're not holding enough treasure to cover like a certain minimum amount, your character is out of the game.
Cool.
They're like destitute, or their creditors, they're like disappeared by their creditors or whatever. They
They're
don't,
sleeping with the
they basically
fishes.
don't survive unless they
Debtor's
make
prison.
it above a certain amount from each expedition, which I think is maybe something like that might be,
That's interesting.
could be like introduced here, where you're like, okay, we have to find another
Yeah.
20 shillings worth of stuff, or else like
We're
cooked.
starving.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
I would absolutely, if I was going to do a Swyvers campaign proper, I think that would be essential.
That's where Annie was going, right? Like we need to get
Yeah.
paid.
Yeah.
But then we killed the only woman in the group, so we lost the women demographic. But
Mm.
So, yeah, sorry.
Well, the women demographic
Sorry,
is my
they
fake
did that.
YouTube profile where I say,
yeah. We lost the women, we lost the old people.
Well, I'll be interested to see what you guys think comparing Swivers to Blades in the Dark when we play that in a month. Because I mean,
Yeah.
some of what you're talking about there, Ian, like in Blades, you got to go after heists because they are the path through which you get coin, which you need to do so many other things. And so like you don't have to be successful, but if you don't have coin, you can't progress your
Never
crew.
expand. Yeah.
Right, you can't progress your crew, you can't buy like extra activities that you need to do just in between heists, and it just everything
Yeah.
kind of bogs down. So you are forced to figure out like how are we making bank. If we can't make bank, if we can't figure out like what it is that we want to go after, we're gonna be just dead in the water.
yeah, I'm pretty convinced this was a failure on my part. I think I
No,
needed to like
it was
thread
No,
in
I don't
some
think it was a.
I,
I don't.
it seems to me like it's a different. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
I
No,
think
go
we had a
ahead,
lot
Ian.
of fun this way.
Yeah.
Right.
It
No,
seems
I-
to me like this, with the Blades parallels, this game takes a similar premise and takes a lot of the things that have really explicit procedures in Blades, bearing in mind that I don't know Blades very well. I have read through the rules at one point, but a lot of things that are mechanized in Blades, or that have like hard numbers, that are quantified and that have like defined procedures, in this game are a different approach is taken, where it's more like kind of the group figures it out together, or the GM decides how they want to do it, or it's kind of just you figure it out based on verisimilitude. It's like the same kinds of things I think are meant to happen, but it's
It's
without
very OSR.
the rules.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's very
yeah.
it's very OSR
It's the
versus
OSR
Blade,
version of Blades. Yeah.
And
right? Which
I
versus
think in OSR style gameplay, there is like an implicit like I'm willing to gamble my life in the pursuit of money,
yeah.
right?
Mhm.
That I think was just sort of missing from maybe in like the back of my head because the whole time I was like, why are the characters still here? Like things have gone completely off skew.
Well,
Of course they would leave. Like
right, and we're all there because it's like this is what we came to play tonight,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're looking
That's okay.
for a reason because otherwise, like 15 minutes in, it would have been like, well, thanks for this session, Matt. We're peace out. We're out of here.
Oh, we
Right.
got all the stuff.
Sorry, you
Here's all the way
there
back to the
punctured my
streets.
other lung. I'm done. Like
but
I'm
there
out.
was that like brief moment where you guys like found the wizard's chamber and then you guys were
Right.
like, I think we got
Should
it,
we?
guys. I
Yeah,
think
should
we can
we
go. Yeah.
cut it
And
and run?
absolutely you
Yeah.
should have. Yeah. But I think
Yeah.
to Ian's point, using like the trophy dark mechanic of like that you have to come back with X amount of money or don't bother,
Yeah.
I think would really help move Swipers along. And I'll bet when Luke Gearing, who's the author, by the way, Miguel, not
Watches
Luke
this.
Gygax.
Luke
No,
Gygax.
I'll bet when he plays, it's probably like a duh kind of thing for him. Like, of course, he sets up like a campaign with like that premise. It's not mechanically there like it is for Trophy Dark, but he has established that in this setting. Your characters start off in crippling debt and have to take risks to like stay on to like stay alive. Where for me, just cracking open the book and reading it and then going straight into the adventure in the back, that's not there. And I think that would be
No, I had a
that
ton of fun.
would have been helpful.
I think the only missing piece was like, why would we stay longer in the house?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that was just the smallest, tiniest thing. Like we could just say like the neighborhood's abandoned or something. Because I was just worried about like somebody's gonna come to like arrest us or Peter's
Yeah.
gonna come back. So that was the only piece that was missing, like the logic
Interesting.
of the game. Like, because
Yeah.
I think it was pretty clear that we're all there to steal shit. And the more people that kept coming in, the more we had to steal because we had to split it so many ways. But I think the staying there wasn't the issue for me. It was just like, why would we stay here for longer than we needed to, right? Why would we take couches? Like if we were gonna worry we're gonna get caught or
Right.
something.
Yeah,
So-
the
Well,
furniture treasure was weird. Yeah.
but it was
That-
a
that-
lot of fun.
That was
It was
definitely
fun.
weird. It's like, well, I guess we should have planned to bring our cart.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
So-
need to.
Sorry, I did not roll up with the wagon.
So if we go from this to Blades in the Dark in the near future, with the I mean, I guess now I'll at least be like comparing the two in the back of my head the whole time. My preference between the two would depend on which is much more lethal, because I think a game about crime, the stakes have got to be pretty severe.
Then if that's really your preference, you're gonna like Swivers better.
Yeah.
Blades, I would tell you, is not a particularly lethal game. I mean, you definitely will accumulate harm, but you accumulate a certain amount of harm, and then you are
A
gonna.
little more like
You're really
narrative.
more worried about
Yeah.
right. It's more of it's a PBTA. It's
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
at the end of the day, it's a Powered by the Apocalypse game. I mean, the underpinnings really are there, and then it's really in all the time I played, I don't ever think I saw a character die.
And not only that, but if your character dies, you just roll up a new gang member.
well,
right?
well,
Yeah.
right, exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
the focus in Blades, I think, is more on the crew than it is on the individual characters. I did have a character like you accumulate stress as you go, and stress is actually another mechanic that you can use it's a resource that you have to manage in the game, and you spend stress to do different things or to avoid different things, and every time in between heists, managing your stress is a thing you do. You indulge in your vice, which is like the thing that relieves you of stress. And like I had a character named well, I won't say his name, but because you guys might meet him in the game.
Oh.
But his thing was that I had built him to say that he was a body thief. And so in Blades, when you die, basically the gates between life and death have been broken. And so when people die in the world of Blades in the Dark and Duskfall, they're within 3 days, their spirit separates from their body, and the spirit sticks around, and so they don't. The people of Duskfall don't. They have a whole system for dealing with that and taking out the body very quickly. Like as soon as somebody dies, we'll get into it later, but there's this whole metaphysical thing, and
Wow.
like crows fly out and identify the body, and spirit wardens show up, and like they try to
Yeah.
get the body, and they
Oh.
take it off to a crematorium, and they want to dispose of it. Well, this particular character was a individual who would go and try to nab the bodies before they were taken off for whatever nefarious purposes. And his vice was actually basically huffing spirits. you could put spirits into spirit bottles, and so he would go and indulge in that type
Cool.
of thing, as like he would sniff spirits and let them
Yeah.
inhabit him, and they'd ride him basically for a bit, and then he'd do the get rid of him. Well, you
Jesus.
manage your stress. One of the things he ended up doing was he went overboard, and so in that situation, it was like, well, that guy's gone. Make another character and bring another one in. But in X number of sessions or whatever, he'll come back because he'll have exercised the spirit or whatever. So
Is this
it's
in the
just
book? Is this part of the book, or did you guys make this up?
everybody has to have a vice. They have different types of vices, and they're broad categories. And I chose it was indulgence or something. I can't remember what it was. Basically addiction of some sort. And I said, this is what my addiction is, and I made it up.
Ashes.
That's pretty cool.
He huffs
pretty cool.
spirits.
Sounds like
And
Talk to Me. You guys seen that movie? The
Yeah,
A24. It sounds
does. It
exactly
sounds-
like that.
it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
not, but okay.
You should watch it. It's fun. It's fun.
Mhm.
So my point is that because of the stories about the crew and not so much the character themselves, it is kind of a cool thing where you can kind of go aggressively or I feel like you can go aggressively at the characters, but they go away for a while. They can be incarcerated. They can be, lost to their vice or whatever. Now, the group that I played with, the GM didn't go at us that hard, but I think we were still kind of figuring out how the game worked. And you do have that stress. The other thing that can happen is you fill up if you use all of your stress, it is possible for you to gain traumas. And then you have up to 4 traumas. And if that for sure, like you trauma out is what we would say. Well, I traumaed out of the game. And in that case, again, you didn't die. You basically, the life was so hard that you like pieced out. You were like,
You
I'm
gave up
done.
on it,
I'm retired.
Back to
I'm this
civilian
broken,
life.
horrid person. And again, you can die, but it's not the focus. It's really not the focus. It's more
Yeah.
about the narrative story. So
Can the because I know the crew uses like a character sheet.
yep.
Is there like does can the crew take damage? Like, is that really like how you lose in Blades
Oh,
of
that'd
the
be
Dark?
interesting.
No, well, again, you don't really lose. It's
Like your cohesion goes down or something.
Yeah.
No, you
Building.
can. So what can happen, if I remember correctly, was you're always trying to push your crew higher. So you start out like tier 0, and you're trying to elevate your crew through the different things you're doing, and you're going after different turf within Duskwall.
Mhm.
And it is possible through different activity you can be knocked back down, right? So you could have your crew could rise up, and then like you could get into wars with people, and they could like knock you back down. The tier game or the faction game is like a whole separate thing, and it really it will come out in campaign play, right? So one of the things we're going to have to is like my intent is to give you guys a flavor of like how the game works. I don't think, unless we wanted to play long term, I don't know that you'll see a ton of that, because it'll that faction play is, I mean, that's kind of a
Yeah,
longer
it's another
term
layer.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would be surprising to me to see the crew rise too high in 4 to 6 sessions. I mean that I was basically I'll try to figure out a short arc. If people still love it and and we all have time or whatever, or we just want to like have people rotating in and out, I'll probably continue it. It's a great game, but that's where you would see the kind of faction and crew play really come in. I think that you'll get over the course of the arc that we'll try to play through. I think you'll see advancement on the crew, but you won't see like massive things. I mean, in all the time I played, again, I think we weren't very good at like playing it. I think I don't know how else to say it. Like if you get in there and you don't push and you don't like get in there and kind of get dirty, it doesn't work real well. And I think the other people I was playing with were at times the GM would give us a ton of different options, and I think too many people were bringing a D&D like style of play to the game where they were waiting, or maybe they didn't want to step on other people's toes, and so things didn't go as aggressive. And you definitely, John Harper, the author, is like, drive your character or play your character like a stolen car kind of thing, or drive your character like a stolen car.
You can't.
It really is.
You can't be a reactive player waiting for the GM to give you a thread line. You got to go get it yourself.
Yeah, I mean, again, when we talk like game loop, there is kind of a core game loop, and it doesn't work if the players aren't doing things to make it work. Because as the GM, my game, like you guys won't be playing the faction game, but I will for sure be like doing stuff in the background to try to like understand like what's going on in the city. And if you're not dealing with stuff or whatever, then stuff starts kind of popping up or happening. And I'll have like some things going on, but really the tone of the game gets determined by the type of crew you are and like what you're driving for. Because in a lot of ways, the mechanics do support a very kind of low prep style of play. Because you're cutting between like relevant scenes and you're kind of jumping into the action right away. You can jump into the action right away and then kind of flash back to like in heist style to the different ways that you've set up stuff. So, I mean, there's a lot of ways to kind of approach it. And I know this is the Swyvers discussion, not the Blades discussion. So
it's our crime RPG discussion.
Well, right. And that's, but again, the scaffolding I think around Blades is different. It is definitely a PBTA game with a really tight game loop versus like Swyvers, which feels definitely like a thematically similar game with an OSR style.
I am ready to agree with you, not having played Blades yet, but yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I guess I'm coming across harsher than maybe I intended. I just, that's kind of how I do it. I had fun with the game. I had fun with what we played. There were just some things that if we weren't doing just like a straight one shot, I think needed some serious attention. Like, why are the characters persisting in this like literally mortal danger, and something like a crippling debt would be the answer to that. Yeah.
Thanks for
no. I
bringing
did
together
like
that.
the slow burn of this the Linsolm estate. It was cool.
Yeah, it's a new game, and they never tell you a lot, right? It's just like, here you go, have fun.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'd keep this one on the shelf.
Adventures in Literacy.
I ordered it.
Adventures.
Hope you get that 1 in 4 chance.
Yeah.
Then you too might be able to become a wizard.
I mean, they don't want you to read in the game. It's like it's like stacked against you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
actually hard to become literate. Yeah.
Yeah, a 1 in 4 chance, and then you have 5 seconds to figure out why.
Yeah.
I
If you,
love
like,
that. I love that rule. And
Is that what it
whatever you
said?
say is acceptable. You know,
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah.
you have to be like super fast.
I just
like,
woke up one day and I just knew. I don't know how I learned.
alphabet
Okay,
soup,
there you go. That's how you learn to read. Yeah.
I
A
got hit in the
book
head with
hit
a
me on the
rock, and now
head
I
and
can
I,
read, yeah.
I became learned.
Yeah.
I got a brain injury and now I can read.
All right. So in the pipeline is this on Monday we're going to be playing more Mothership. Um,
Oh, okay, yeah,
have-
that's right.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry to miss that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Because that now I know I've had time to decide exactly what's going on with that thread line.
Ah,
Yeah, and I'm patting myself on the back already.
I'm missing that too, but have fun, y'all.
And then Rob, we're at your disposal for Blades in the Dark.
Ooh.
Very excited for that.
Okay. So I'll try to at least figure out like a session 0. We can talk crew and character and game loop in more detail.
Okay. I'll keep plodding along with my stuff. But
yeah.
But,
I can tell you for sure I won't do an actual first session until like the 3rd week of February. So I got too much other stuff going on
Yeah,
between
that's
now
fine.
and then.
plenty of
but-
time to kill this crew off.
Right.
And then on my short list, I have the stuff I prepped for Gen Con. I'd like to do here on with you guys first. And one of them is a Morkborg. I don't think we've ever played Morkborg, so I'd like to
We
give
played
you
shit, what was
have,
that?
yeah.
We have?
Or I've played one.
We play Cyborg.
I did a
The-
one shot.
The one with the weapon stapled to the hands. Was that Mark?
Yeah, the
Yes.
Oh yeah,
That's
we
the
did
one,
Flails
yeah.
Akimbo. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's
cool.
what it was called. Yeah, we played
Uh,
Pirate Borg once, right? Or
I have not played Pirate Borg. I can't get excited about Pirate Borg. I know on paper it's a very good system.
In the off chance anybody's at what is it, Magfest in Baltimore this next week, I'm gonna be at that one.
What? Dude,
What's that?
Baltimore is like right
what's
around.
Magfest?
It's music and games. It's an older. It's not that old actually. It's like a kind of like a concert convention.
Interesting.
With
Cool.
a lot of video
Well,
game
have fun.
music.
Yeah.
What kind of
Shoot
that sounds awesome.
shoot the deets over my way, and I
Yeah, we'll do.
Is it January 23rd to 26th?
Yes.
Next weekend.
Okay, yeah. Let me take a look. There's Baltimore is only like an hour from here, so
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I live an hour from Baltimore too.
All right.
Can
It's in,
Aren't you in
it's,
Seattle?
technically it's in
I live
National
very,
Harbor
very,
where
very
the
far away.
event's happening. But, yeah.
It's at